Now, lads, 'tis like this. There's absolutely nothing to fear, nothing to worry about at all. It's just the visibility, lads. Well, Jesus, you can't even see the face in front of you. Hello? Hello. Everybody, happy Monday, the start of another week. And here we are, lads. Ah, Jesus, I'm terribly orange. Hang on, I'll fix it. It'll be grand. Shh. You're very welcome along to our second VATSIM flight, our check ride, for everyone taking part in the IFR ATC course, right? Them lights keep resetting. Who's in charge? But anyway, that's a little bit better. That brings back out the pastiness of my face.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, Jesus. Here we are. The final round. The main event. The pay-per-view event that was for free. Brilliant. Tonight we will see the remainder of all our pilots take part in what is their VATSIM check ride, with a flight out of Dublin down to Shannon live on the VATSIM network. Now, we've broken up the flights into 3 different groups for tonight. We've Block 1, Block 2 and Block 3. There's about 30 minutes between each kind of group when they connect to the VATSIM network. Now, it wouldn't be us unless we threw in some sort of a curveball. You see, the visibility
Get a load of this
in
guy.
Dublin at the moment, right? Well, it's low visibility. However, ATC plan for every eventuality, and they even have what are called low visibility procedures, LVPs, if I could speak, right? And, well, if you've never gone near them before, it kind of relates to category 1, 2 and 3 when it comes to mainly your landings. There's a little bit to do on your takeoff, taxiing. I'll talk through it here now in a few minutes, just so we're kind of up to speed of what's actually happening, all right? Now, remember, the ground school document, that covers pretty much everything that we've encountered thus far. With the low visibility stuff, well, it's in there, but I'll show you what we're going to be talking about here now in a moment. So, I want to welcome you all in. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you had a grand weekend. My sunburn is now gone. It's raining in Ireland. Right, summer, lads. Next year, it's on a Wednesday afternoon, between 7 and 10 past. But anyway, Englewood Online is here. Good to see you. Airlock Dock. November 235 Squirrel. Yes. If anyone uses that call sign, I'm telling you, there'll be hell to pay, lads. There'll be hell to pay. But welcome in. Willow, how much is here? Baldric, good to see you. Lord Gracious, you're very welcome aboard. Toto's in the house. Sun Jammer is here. Welcome in, guys. Care 85, welcome aboard. Super Typhon, welcome in, man. Spitfire RAF 100. Happy Monday to you, my dude. David Bay is here. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John. Mr. Zed Rider. Streeter's here. Gibbo Ireland. He's on the Guinness. We all need a Guinness. I could do it a Guinness. But yes, welcome in, everyone. Bell Bro is in the house. He says, hey, a friendages. And it's going to be a sweaty eve. Yes. Do you use like roll-on or just deodorant spray? I mean, there's a... Right, now, the roll-on, you can get like the ball, right? Or there you get like the gel pad thingy that sticks to you. Right, what do you prefer? Do you know? Hemmingbird came in and she says, I was walking along thinking about, existentialism. I can't pronounce it when I realised I lost part of me shoe. Now I have to do some soul searching. Happy Monday and good luck, she says to all our pilots. Hemmingbird, great to see you. Naughty Gnome is here, 41 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus. Martel, good to see you. Stick Figure, welcome in. Soaring AJH, man. Elf is here. He says, I feel quite relaxed. All I've got to do is sit and watch the show. Seriously though, good luck to everyone and above all, have fun. Yes, that's the whole thing here, right? You know the scene out of Airplane where like he's all sweating, right? This is all about having a bit of fun. We're expanding our hobby. And yeah, okay, there's a bit of, to do. There's procedures to follow. And we have to bring our A game. Of course we do. But it doesn't mean we can't have a bit of fun whilst we do it, right? And that's the aim of all of this, is to make us comfortable and competent and confident when we want to tackle a bit of ATC flying on flight simulation. When it comes to, be it VATSIM, IVAO, POSCON, Pilot Edge, doesn't really matter. It's to provide you just with the kind of the skills in which we've acquired. Well, you know the speech, but it's to make us all comfortable doing what we're doing. And certainly over the last 10 weeks, man alive, what a journey, right? Like, hasn't it, right? It's been brilliant. So it kind of comes up to tonight's main event. And I'd like to say it's a straightforward flight, but every flight should be straightforward. But we make it straightforward because we overplan. We do a lot of planning. And that's what we'll have a look at here now, right? Airlock says, heads up if you're here for one of the carnage of Murph doing 4 go-arounds because of squirrels, rabbits, Crocs, and Jesus me finger, right? PH Roy, good to see you. B Carlo, welcome in. Viper Strike is in the chat. Welcome aboard. Who else is here? Muse fan bursts in the door. He says, evening all, happy Monday. He's very calm tonight. Did you notice? Brilliant. Brilliant. Usually it's how he is his mad jokes, but now it's like, good evening. Brilliant. Kozaki Flyer is here. Good to see you. Here on time. Organised is a whole different thing. That's quite okay. Larger Live, welcome aboard. Adam is in the chat. Me and Josh have done a lot of planning. So Adam and Josh are looking after ATC on VATSIM here at Dublin. And well, it'll be a bit of crack here now once we get up and running. We're going to review everything before we get started and have a couple of things just to point out that we're aware of. Do you know what I mean? Energizer, good to see you. Johnny the Gamer, welcome in. You still got sunburn off the rain, Murph. I did. I absolutely did. Iceman is here. Good to see you. Sky Check, welcome in. Razor Cab, hello, hello. Sweaty Hands required and or Nivea. What do you remember Nivea? What was the catchphrase for Nivea? It's because you're worth it or something. I couldn't tell you. Epic Fool is here. Visibility tonight at Dublin. Yep, there is some. Brilliant. Lime Stand, welcome in, dude. Serious stuff tonight, lads, says Muse fan. Jesus, just getting serious now. Straightforward is such a flat earther point of view. Good to see you, Joey Bolo, man. Foreign Axis here. Neil, welcome aboard. Now let me see who else is here. The Grattler came in over on YouTube. Helder Martins, welcome in. Who's this now? Is it Nicile? Good to see you. Who else? There's buttons over here. Mark Burton, how are you, Mark? Hope you're well. Captain Sickbag is in 2 places at once. Welcome in, my dude. And well, right, we'll jump straight into it, right? That's okay. Yeah, right. Let's just get into it, lads. It's going to be busy. Oh, better. Hang on. Yes. Now that makes things a bit better. So here we are in Dublin. And as you can see, well, the weather is atrocious. But it's grand. It's totally fine, lads. We've prepared ourselves for this. So a couple of things to our pilots, to all our folks flying tonight. Just a couple of things to run by you. Before we kind of get started here, right? And again, anyone watching this, well, it'll be hopefully interesting for you guys too as well, right? So we'll start off at the very beginning over on the Two Ton Murphy website. And over here you have the assignments page. We'll go in and have a quick look. Kanzui, welcome in. Good to see you, man. So the assignments page will tell you, each of the pilots, what block you're in. So your call sign is there and what block. The block time is the time we expect you to connect to the network. Just connect and then, you know, do your stuff and call up for clearance and all the jazz, right? So that's grand. Next up, if you have a look at the ground school document, and in here, it's updated to the latest version, which is version 10. And let me see here now, we'll scroll all the way down to the bottom, and here we go. Now remember, lads, the script is there to assist you, but don't use it word for word. Listen to what ATC are telling you, and that's what you read back. You read back, all right? It's absolutely quite okay to be logged in on the network, and yes, 100% Muse, no problem at all. Right, so I want to get down here to our flight on VATSIM. So hang on now. Now, here we go. We're up here. Look. So tonight we fly our VATSIM check ride. Normally everyday coverage is not guaranteed on VATSIM, so as pilots we'll have to plan every eventuality. Unless a VATSIM event is published, we may not know what ATC coverage will be active until we actually start. Some planning is required so we can expect to transition to or from the Unicom frequency. For tonight's flight, we're going to depart Dublin and we're going to fly to Shannon. 3 block times, and pilots are required to plan their own route, use live time and weather, and file their flight plan on VATSIM and then connect to the network. We're hoping to have additional coverage on ATC. It may not be possible tonight, lads. I know we were very spoiled kind of last week, and just as I said that, Shannon Control just came online. Brilliant! Right, so that means you're going to have Dublin Ground, Dublin Tower, and then you will have Shannon Control, meaning you have ATC all the way. And that's all made possible with a very special thanks to the guys over on VAT Air. They're the Irish contingent of VATSIM, and well, they look after the airspace over Ireland. So to all the controllers who are online with VAT Air, lads, thank you very much indeed. This is a huge help for us, so it's great to see you. Now, the revision, again, it's too late now for revision, so make sure that your audio equipment is working, your vPilot is set up, and you have visibility of other aircraft. Again, let's have a look at the script, all right? Page 191. It'll give you a good overview of you know, who you'll be talking to and how you're going to be talking to them. But again, you have to replace your call signs, your SIDS and stars might be different, all that sort of jazz, all right? And listen to the instruction. So if you're to, you know, if you hear, you know, track extended runway center line, well, don't automatically, you know, turn right after 2,500 feet because we've said that. You got to really listen to what the ATC is instructing you, all right? Now, that's all looking absolutely lovely, right? And if I go to the VATSIM radar, this is VATSIM-radar.com. It does others. I like this one, but there are others. So this is showing us the coverage, and we can see, well, Dublin is up at ground, tower, and the A is for the ATIS, all right? Now, there's something kind of cool with the ATIS tonight because, well, as you can see visually, well, we can't really see much here visually. There is reduced visibility at Dublin. And although it could be very easy for us to see things on the ground, from the tower's perspective, they cannot see everything as clearly as they would like. Thus, it turns the entire aerodrome or the airport and they revert to their visual or reduced visual procedures. Reduced, what's the wordage? Hang on, we'll find it. Reduced visibility effective is what it is. I'll show you about that now in a second, right? Basically what it means, it's not there to throw you off, but there are some do's and there are some don'ts that you now need to be aware of, all right? For pilots departing, Category 3 operations are in use, meaning that the higher the category number, well, the more accurate and specific your aircraft systems are going to be, right? Reduced visibility procedures, or you have low visibility procedures. Thank you, lads. Low vis procedures, that's what we're going for. Effectively what it means, if your aircraft has the capability of an auto land feature, it's category 3 more times than not, all right? Some of the rules governing all of this, from your perspective, from the pilot's perspective, ATC are going to advise you if low visibility procedures are in place. What does that mean for us? Well, try and apply a bit of common sense. For instance, your speed and movement in and around the apron, the stands, the taxiways will reduce it considerably. In fact, maximum taxiway speeds at Dublin are to be 15 knots or less. Just be aware of that. The most important thing you need to be aware of is going to be the hold short lines. Dublin has a number of hold short lines, and in particular, it'll sport either Cat 2 or Category 3 hold short lines. So runway 10 right is our plan for departures out of Dublin today. And you can see here, well, the visibility is quite low. What we have here, you have a hold short and you have another hold short. Okay. Again, looking back through your ground school document, the icons or the layout of the lines here, this is the Category 3 hold short line. Category 3 is there. Category 2 is there. Expect to hold short of runway 10 right on Sierra 7 at the Category 3 hold short bar. Fair enough? Fair enough. That's that one. Next up, what we need to be aware of as well, you might get it. It depends on the controllers. It depends how busy they are. And again, we've referenced this in the ground school manual. Dublin has tug release points, right? Effectively, these are little waypoints, little miniature waypoints that exist so that ATC will give you a pushback clearance and they'll tell you, you know, push and start approved, tug release point, Sierra. You might be saying, Jesus, where's Sierra? MK Studios rendition of Dublin, will they show the TRPs, the tug release points? There's one there. That's Sierra, for example, right? And if you go looking around the airport, you'll see them. There's tug release point Mike, and so forth. When it comes to GSX, there is a ground profile for Dublin Airport for GSX. Gibbo put a note for it, I think, earlier on. And well, you can grab it and put it into your GSX and then you're laughing. Failing that, lads, you can, of course, check your charts. So if you have Navigraph, you'll be going into your Navigraph charts. And if you want to say, right, where are the TRPs? How to find them? Go into Dublin, open your charts, look at the taxiway, and then just start going through your airport information. So I think the whole short lines are down here somewhere, 10-9, I think. So here's the airport. So that's not it. Let's see now, Stands West. So here's a couple here, look. See, it shows you on the chart, W and S, but basically white background, black writing. It states tug release point. So they are there on the charts. It's only a matter of figuring out, well, where are you and where do you need them? All right. So it's kind of funny here because they show Papa, they don't show Sierra, but Sierra is there. So these are all the different tug release points, just to be aware of them. All right. Another thing you need to be aware of as well, now that we're in our charts, well, if we have a look at the airport briefing, this is always super handy. Any airport you're flying from or to, always have a quick look at the airport briefing. Now you can get these from the real world AIP, or you can get them from your Navigraph charts as well. So if I were to go into the airport briefing, and okay, noise abatement, doesn't really matter to us in the sim, preferential runway system, ATC are going to tell us. However, you'll see here it has low visibility procedures. Low vis procedures apply when the ceiling is below 200 feet and or the RVR is less than 550 meters. Reduced visibility, yeah, that's from the pilot. Pilots will be informed via ATIS when these procedures have been initiated. Now, 99% of this information is going to get pushed back into ATC. They're going to tell you what the crack is, right? Outside of that, well, there are some things we need to be aware of. So if you continue to go down through all the bits and bobs, well, you're going to see the crack here, look. You're going to say, right, well, operation of mode S transponders. Okay, well, as soon as practicable, after landing, deselect TCAS, as in TARA, and the same then when you're getting ready to push, it'll tell you, set your, or immediately prior to request for pushback, make sure that your transponder is turned on. That's what it does for all of this. Then it goes into kind of runway operations, how long you can spend on the runway. They also have the illuminated bars. They're not simulated in flight sim. I've yet to see them outside of the real world, but a lot of them, especially in low visibility, they have, there's lights built into some of the taxiways, right? And if they're illuminated, you don't pass them because they're effectively, you mightn't even be able to see the sign out the window. If you have like that sort of dense fog or reduced visibility or low visibility, you've no way of seeing it. So they would refer to or resort to lighting built onto the taxiway itself. We don't need to worry about that. But what I will say to you tonight, lads, when you're flying, if you're operating within the low visibility procedures, just be aware, keep the speed below 15 knots, don't go any faster, and be very careful with the use of your strobe lighting, right? Strobe lighting, usually not until you're almost on your own, and even if there is very low vis, you would do more harm to yourself than you would anyone else turning on your strobes as you take off. Depending on your aircraft, it'll blind the bejesus out of you. So just be aware of that. Outside of all of that, just listen to what ATC are telling you. Now, we are connected to VATSIM. All the traffic you see here, this is VATSIM traffic. And, well, we're going to be listening to the guys heading out now shortly. As I said, the main things, be aware of the tug release points and be aware of the category 3 hold short areas, right? Now, other things we can look at. If you look at the AIP charts, this is the airnav.ie, right? This will show you probably an awful lot clearer where your tug release points are. For example, I'm down this neck of the woods. You can see TRPM, TRPS, and so on and so forth. You can also see the category 2 or category 3 hold short, right? These are shockingly important. Now, anyone who's very familiar with Dublin, you also know if you're taxiing on the outers on Foxtrot and you go kind of left at Link 4, usually there's a one-way system in place here, but in low visibility procedures, that tends to go out the window. So just listen to what ATC are telling you. They might tell you turn left on hotel as opposed to Mike. They may not. Listen to what you're being told. And again, once you get up to the top of the runway, or the hold short at Sierra 7, you're going to see where the hold short line is. So just be aware of it, all right? Now, further reading if you're interested. Again, low vis procedures. This is more the advanced stuff that we'll have planned on a different course when we get into it. But it explains to what it is. What are the hazards? This is kind of real world stuff. How do aerodromes operate? Are there any restrictions? All this sort of stuff, right? And then we have the importance of the different categories when it comes to your precision approach capabilities. Basically, category 1, you've often heard decision height, right? Or alert, decision alert. Decision height. Basically, it's saying, hey, this is the minimum, right? This is basically where the pilot must make the decision if they can see the visual reference points and it's safe to continue with the landing. If they cannot see it, you go around and you go on a missed approach. Same category 2, well, that reduces the visibility in which the aircraft can operate, because, well, there's more stuff in the airplane to allow it, to proceed closer to the ground. And then category 3 reduces it even further. So it depends on your aircraft type. You'll see that in a lot of aircraft not rated for category 3 or category 2 only. Basically, category 1 aircraft, not lower than 200 feet. Your decision altitude is 200 feet. That means if you're at 200 feet and you can't make out the runway lights, you can't see the runway, you can't see, you go missed approach. All right. What about category 2? Well, if you're lower than 200, but not lower than 100, so you're between 200 and 100 and you still can't see it, 100 is your limit. If you haven't seen the runway by 100 feet, out you go. Go around. Category 3s are different, all the way up to a category 3C, which is a full auto land. Sit back and think of Ireland. The airplane is going to be grand. All right? Don't worry about it too much, lads. It's not really going to affect us. If we want to have a look at what the weather is actually doing in Ireland, Dublin is suffering from very low visibility, not the same out in Shannon. As we're looking at the wind, local time, well, the wind isn't going to do an awful lot. However, come kind of 2300 Zulu, might change a little bit in Shannon, but at the moment we're expecting landing onto the what are we landing on? 06 is that way, so it's going to be runway 24 into Shannon, unless I'm very wrong. But the ATIS is going to tell us. It's going to tell us everything, right? Why is Limerick in Irish but the rest are in English? That's a very good question. But no, not all of them. There's other places in Irish as well. Couldn't tell you why. It's a very good question, isn't it? Shannon seems okay. Yeah. So, lads, basically, right, don't be getting yourselves worked up and worried. You know this. I know you know it. You spent your time working on it and training. This is our chance now to put into practice what we've learned, and it's your chance to enjoy yourself. Make sure you have pen and paper beside you. You need to write down the stuff. And remember, be familiar with your route. So if I were to say, right, what is your route for tonight? Well, because we have 14 departures coming out of Dublin, and again, this isn't a prerequisite, it's not 100% required. This will help ATC, so just be aware of that. If you were to put a flight into SimBrief and say, I want to go Dublin to Shannon and I want to go off to 10 right, well, it's going to give you Peleg. It just is. It's the quickest route, yeah? And if you were an airline, Michael O'Leary style, I don't care, we're going to Peleg. However, let's be real about it. We want to take or reduce some of the workload, if we can, off ATC. It's going to make our life a little bit easier as well. Therefore, I would recommend using the Alono departures out of Dublin. Effectively, you're going to be taking off from runway 10 right. They're going to be landing on 10 left. You're not going to pick a SID that's going to drag you into harm's way. That creates more work for ATC, so you want to turn away from the aerodrome activity, and that's going to bring you down to Alono. That's the waypoint. Whatever SID you can manage to do, just make sure your aircraft is capable of flying that SID. They're restricted to different aircraft types, all right? So, here's one I'm after looking at. Departing out of Dublin, 10 right. It's on the Alono 4 Echo departure, and then it's Tipper and DRAG. Now, I can change DRAG. I don't have to go this way. I can go Diagon if I wish. But again, just if you can, try and make sure there's a full SID. If there's not a full SID, if you don't have a SID, it's just direct, well, then ATC will tell you to expect or fly the extended center line of the runway and expect vectors. Again, you're putting a workload onto the controllers, which is no harm, but bearing in mind then, especially when it's busy and an event, we want our interactions with ATC to be very smooth, very quick, and on we go again. We have a plane to fly, we have passengers or cargo to get to our destination. That's what we're out to do, all right? So, anyone, if you have any questions, again, I've mentioned that we have Shannon Control online. Because Shannon Control are online, you need not worry about Unicom at all. When you depart out of Dublin, depending on your SID, Dublin Tower will give you the instruction of when you're going to talk to Shannon Control. At that stage, you contact Shannon Control, you will advise them of your height, and if you're on the SID, they might just say, report passing altitude. They have you from there. Remember, Each of these controllers have access to your flight plan. They can see it. They know which way you want to go. What Shannon Control might have to do, because we're all heading into Shannon, well, we might have to expect vectors. We might have to expect, hey, go direct to this waypoint or turn right heading, 360 degrees. Be prepared for that. Keep your radio frequencies on. Make sure you're listening to what's going on around you, and just be very, very aware of that. All right? Have we any questions so far? No questions so far. So it's an automatic handover to Shannon after departure. So Tower will tell you. You're going to be told all of this from the ATC anyway, right? Listen to the instructions. I'm going to jump in and have a listen there now. We have a number of pilots ready to go. Again, the pilots who have registered for these events, both last week and this week, well, on completion, you're the guys that I invite to use the Firefly Air designator when we're flying on VATSIM. Firefly and your call sign. That's your call sign, all right? So if you hear anyone else using it, yeah, they're using it in an unofficial capacity, all right? So we get the idea. So if you're flying in this block, best of luck. If you're waiting to fly on block 2 or block 3, let's see how the flows are at Dublin. They might call you a little bit quicker. They'll let me know here in the chat. I'm in comms there with the lads, so they'll tell me to say, yeah, Murph, send the next lads, or hold them. All right. So well, let's get in and have a now listen, shall we? So if I do one of these buttons here, Murph. I want to be tuned into who? Ground. So let me see, 118.6. Well, let's pick up the ATIS.
Right. Parallel runway operations in use. Landing traffic plan to vacate taxiway November 3. Transition level 65. Wind 140 at 9 knots. Wind variable between 100 and 160. Visibility 4,000 meters. Mist 200 scattered, 400 broken. Temperature 13. Dew point 12. QNH 996 hectopascals. Low visibility procedures in effect. Taxiway Alpha closed. Taxiway Echo 2 closed. Advise if unable. Landing runway 10 left. Advise on initial contact. You have listened to information. Delta.
All right.
7 Lima Kilo, Dublin ground standby.
1 second now. So Dublin ground 118.6. So we go. You don't need to repeat. You don't need to say standby, by the way. All right, so that's Dublin Tower 118.6, Dublin ground 1218. Okay, so we Dublin ground and Dublin Tower tuned in. Let's have a listen. So lads, remember, low visibility procedures are in place. Just be aware where the category 3 hold short line is. It is the first one. This one here. Don't go up to the second one. Go to the first
and
one.
November 147 Lima Kilo, clear to Baldonnel after departure, runway 10 right, track runway extended center line, climb flight level 70, squawk 2046 airborne frequency, Shannon control 134.260.
Okay, we'll let them guys talk to each other for a moment. Simon says, what happens if I'm not in a block and I forget about this? Well then, please kindly refrain from using the Firefly designator, because it's for the guys who did the course side. Do you know what I mean? We will be doing one again though, so don't worry. If you missed out this time, like, put it this way, if the guys have put in the time and they've spent, you know what I mean, all the time learning and working on it. So what we can do, Si, if you want to use it, just we'll organise a bit of a flight or something. Do you know what I mean? It's just to follow our procedures, because, well, look, I mean, it's the standards of the pilots. It's reflected by the capabilities of the pilots, and you guys have been doing absolutely incredible stuff since this course has started to where we are now. You're doing great things, right? So we want to kind of, do the thing. So we'll turn back up our ATC now. Have a little listen in.
Fly 611 Dublin ground hello, cleared to Shannon, Olono for Echo departure, runway 10 right, climb flight level 90, squawk 6223, airborne frequency Shannon control 134.260.
Cleared to Shannon via the Alano 4 Echo departure for runway 10 right, climb flight level 90, squawk 6223, and airborne departure frequency 134.26 for Firefly 611.
Firefly 611, readback correct. Break, capital 676. Do you have an estimate on what time you're planning to be airborne at?
That was a gibbo! He did very good, didn't he? Sounds fucking brilliant. But anyway, you can hear it from what the crack is, yeah? So airborne frequency 134.260.
Captain 676 is ready for taxi.
And when you want to listen in, or want to, if you want to have a look at what they're doing, right? We'll go into we'll have a look at Gibbo here, look. Right, so let's have a look here now. So that's let's look at the departures. So Dublin departures, so that was Firefly 611. So go in there and have an outlook, right? So we can see that, well, the route that Gibbo's going to go, if we click on view the route. Why aren't you showing the route, you devil? Okay, so his planned route is here, look. Alono, he's on the Alono 4 SID, direct to Alono, Tipper, and then the Tipper to Delta. That's what Gibbo's going to do. So if I grab this now, right, I'm going to grab his route, and I'm going to go into SimBrief, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. That's it there. It's the very same as what I have. So that's the route that Gibbo's doing, yeah? That's what it looks like, lads. Taking off from Dublin, right turn, heading south, continuing to climb. He has an altitude restriction, 90.
Plan to be airborne at time 50.
Clear for push and start, TRP Bravo and 997 on the QNH for Firefly 611.
So ATC, if they're throwing in, expect to be airborne by, or expect, they're just trying to give you additional information.
Good day, Firefly 702 with the Boeing 737 on stand 619 center with information Delta, request clearance to Shannon, please.
Firefly 702 Dublin ground, hello, clear to Shannon, hello, no 4 Echo departure, runway 10 right, climb flight level 90, squawk 0340, airborne frequency Shannon control 134.26.
News fan all the way down to Shannon ground. They will give you your taxi clearance and shut down.
Olono 4 Echo departure, runway 10 right, initial climb flight level 90, squawk 0346, departure frequency 134.26, Firefly 702.
Firefly 702 negative, Q and correction, squawk 0340.
Squawk 0340, Firefly 702.
Firefly 702 readback correct. Plan to push in 2 minutes. Report ready for push.
Roger, Firefly 702.
Dublin ground, Firefly 112, Airbus A320 on stand 201, information Delta, IFR to Shannon, please.
Firefly 112 Dublin ground, hello, your TSAT is at time 1943, clear to Shannon, Olono 4 Echo departure, runway 10 right, climb flight level 90, squawk 2260, airborne frequency.
Now, just on that, right, so ATC are trying to issue TSATs. At the end of the day, lads, you're flying. If for whatever reason you miss, an expected startup time, don't worry about it. Like, we didn't go through this. We didn't plan for TSATs. It is busy, so we're going to try and help. But don't let that information absolutely throw you off. ATC are saying, hey, we want you to start moving at this time because we're working off flows. But, do the best you can. So if you hear them, do your best, but don't worry too much. Shannon has never been so busy. It's busy.
997 hectopascals, running 6 maximally.
Capital 676, contact tower, call sign only, 118.6, right.
So let's look at the
Call sign only 118, capital 676.
radar.
Firefly 702, you ready for push?
There's no need to be pushing the lads. Like, they'll call when ready.
Firefly 702, Dublin ground.
Firefly 702, not ready yet, sorry.
Do you have an estimate on when you're going to be ready for push? Your CTOT is at time 5-4.
There's no TSATs. Cut it out,
Can I have
man.
another 2 minutes, please?
Yeah, you're at the West Apron, so it should be fine. Report correction. When you're ready, push and start approved to tug release point to Whiskey Sierra, QNH 997 hectopascals.
When ready, approved to push to Whiskey Sierra 2, QNH 0996 hectopascal, Firefly 702.
And Firefly 702, confirm 997 hectopascals.
997 hectopascal, Firefly 702.
Message sent. Like, again, right? We understand what ATC are trying to do. They're busy, but like issuing TSATs and all this, like, it's... The important thing is here, lads, right? Regardless of what ATC are saying, you don't allow ATC on any FIR to say, you know, get ready, be ready in your aircraft for this. You got to make sure your aircraft is set up. If you get something wrong because you've rushed, ATC they're gonna complain to you for doing, you know, not doing the thing. So just don't worry about it at all. You tell ATC when you're ready. Do not let it go the other way. When you're airborne, they're 100% in charge of you. You know, they tell you to turn, you turn exactly when they say. If you're taxiing, they tell you to move, you move where and when they say. But in terms of getting your aircraft ready, you're the pilot in command. So you got to make sure that only when you are ready and your aircraft is set up and you have everything laid out, that's it. You don't budge before that. Loads of fun. With you, they said with you. Okay, let's have a gawk. Loads of messages. We'll turn that up for a minute so you can actually hear what's happening.
Foxtrot and short link 4. What link 14? United 23.
Dublin ground, Firefly 301, good evening. Type is 737. We're looking for clearance to Shannon with information Delta.
Firefly 301, Dublin ground, hello, cleared to Shannon. Alone 04 Echo departure, runway 10 right, climb flight level 90, squawk 7326, airborne frequency Shannon control 134.260.
Cleared to Shannon via the 1104 Echo and runway 10
Hey, Zach,
right.
welcome in.
Stop, initial climb to 9,000. Departure frequency 134.260 and squawk 7426.
Firefly 301, read back correct, and just correction, just confirm you'll be ready for push at time 5-1.
We'll be ready for push at time 5-1 FM.
Firefly 112 is ready. It's fully ready for push when required.
Fully ready. Right, let's have a look.
Firefly 306, I'm sorry, I was on landline, say again.
That was Firefly 112 saying ready for push.
So here's one.
I'm sorry, Firefly 112, push and start approved facing east on to tug release point Charlie, QNH 997 hectopascal.
Push and start approved face east on tug point Charlie.
We
QNH
really need to get...
997, Firefly 112.
Dougal the legend. We really need to get the Firefly liveries on the other thing, don't we? Polito says, when to confirm the time for push, do we still call them when ready? Yeah.
Request taxi for 10 right.
Firefly 611, standby.
Like, at the end of the day, TSATs and CTOTs, all that jazz, it's all great and wonderful, but like, Jesus, there's a time and a place for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an event. If it was an event, you'd say, yeah, it's an event, we've planned for this.
Firefly 611, taxi
When you're ready to
Hold
move,
short link 5.
that's when you tell ATC
Straight
you're ready
ahead,
to
hold
move.
short link 5, Sparkfly 611.
Like, it's great to hear it,
3
but
taxi link 4, apron stand 3, correction stand 403 Charlie, report on stand.
Jades, look at the visibility, lads.
Taxi link 4 then, apron to
Isn't it only grand?
403 Charlie and report on stand United 23.
And Firefly 611, hold position.
Hold position, Firefly 611.
Firefly 112, just confirm it was to push facing northeast on tug release point Charlie.
Northeast on top point Charlie, Firefly 112.
Look at that, you can barely see a thing, look.
Dublin ground, Ryanair 32 kilo uniform, stand 125 with information Delta on board, request clearance to Malpensa.
Ryanair 32 kilo uniform,
Malpensa.
Dublin ground, hello, expect a BTC.
Yeah, but I don't believe it. You serious?
Dublin ground, Lufthansa 376 IFR to Shannon with Delta.
Right, let's have a look.
Lufthansa 376, have no flight plan.
Sorry, Murray, you serious? Your sim's crashing.
Ryanair 818,
Ouch.
stand 121 Lima, we are ready for push and start, we're not in a rush.
Ryanair 818, standby, call back, break, Firefly 611, taxi link 5. Hotel 1,
Taxi
hold
link
short
5,
link 16.
Firefly 611.
Oh, hold short now.
Firefly 611, I think we stepped on each other, just confirm, link 5, Foxtrot outer, Hotel 1, hold short, May 16.
Taxi link 5, Foxtrot ladder, Hotel 1, hold short, runway 16, Firefly 611.
Okay, so 611 has been told wrong
November
over this way.
147 Lima Kilo, request taxi.
November 147 Lima Kilo, standby, I will...
So at Dublin, you have all these links, right? And basically what the links are, they're almost like little intersections that'll get you from a taxiway linking you to the apron. That's what the links are. So you have link 1, 2, 3, link 4, yeah? Link 5, and then 6. Unsure, is there a link 7? I don't think so. Here's link 1. Like, you can hear it already from ATC. It's busy, right? But, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's do you know what I mean? Like, if it's busy, but, you know. 1 second now.
Firefly 702, taxi Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
Taxi via Whiskey 2 to Sierra 7 and hold at Cat 3 stop for 10 right, Firefly 702.
Can you confirm northeast on top point Charlie to speed Firefly 112?
There's 2 stations there, break November 147 Lima Kilo, taxi Foxtrot outer, hold short link 5.
Taxi Foxtrot, and sorry, I didn't hear the last bit.
Ground United 23 on stand.
Hey United 23, thank you, break November 147 Lima Kilo, taxi Foxtrot outer, hold short link 5.
Taxi Foxtrot outer, hold short link 5.
Let's have a look.
Ground Firefly 112.
Looks like someone has a stuck mic, break Firefly 112, are you ready for taxi?
Yeah, I am. Can you confirm you said southeast direction? I'm on Charlie.
And negative, it was northeast.
Okay, I can turn if required.
And no, it's fine where you are, Firefly 112, taxi straight ahead, hold short link 4.
Someone has a hot mic. So any of our lads
Straight
just...
ahead, hold short link 4, Firefly 112.
Someone has vaccinated, yeah.
Taxi Foxtrot inner, Hotel 1, hold short May 16.
24 for now, hold.
Right, just to explain, anyone who's waiting to go flying, right? Let's pull up the old handbrake there now. All is well in the realm, right? So Shannon had requested closer departure times, so to keep everyone on track. That's all grand now. So this will all slow down a little bit because it was getting hectic there. And sure, it's a recipe for disaster. There's absolutely no need for it. If there was an event, you will hear target times for your push and start effectively, yeah? TSATs, and then you have your CTOTs, right? Your takeoff times. But because it's not an event, don't worry about that stuff for now. The main thing here is, right, you know that the controller is extremely busy. Some poor idiot has a microphone that's not set push to talk. It's a hot mic, so they're just constantly transmitting. So you can see how quickly that a relatively relaxed environment can ultimately change, and like so fast it'll change because we have low visibility. That's a challenge. You know, it's getting darker. There's a bit of wind there. ATC, well, they have targets and try and moving people fast. And that could be for any reason. Tonight it's down to, well, our numbers, you know, clogging the airways over Dublin and heading to Shannon. That's part of it. But there could be other reasons. There could be extreme weather inbound, right? And in the real world, just what you could do in the sim, ATC could have to increase the time in which they're getting lads out of there, but also decrease the minimum departure interval. The minimum departure interval is the time from one aircraft departing to the next aircraft departing. So if you're an ATC, you'll say, right, well, in an ideal situation, kind of, you know, 3 to 4 minutes, that's kind of the sweet spot. And if you look at something like Flight Radar 24, you're going to see aircraft spanned about distance about 3 to 4 minutes each. That's usually when it's busy, right? Which is totally fine. However, right, for tonight, again, they'll calm down because I spoke to them. They'll calm it down because there really isn't much of a need. There isn't really. You guys just need to try and help ATC as best as you can. Take a breath. You're not at fault. The weather's not at fault. ATC aren't at fault. A whole load of different things start getting thrown at you. Of course, it's easy to get worked up and say, Jesus, right? It's fine. The fact that, and you might say, blow it out your tail, Murph. But the fact that that's the experience being felt, well, that's just like it happens in the real world. And that's without passengers or, you know, the airline CEO saying, hi, why were you 6 minutes longer on that taxiway? Time is money, man. Do you know what I mean? So for this, put it down as, yes, it's an experience. When you have reduced or low visibility, that's a challenge for ATC. When you have one controller operating an entire control zone, top to bottom, that's what Shannon Control is doing. Well, he's looking at, you know, 18 to 20 aircraft coming in. You got to have some sort of a plan there. The last thing he wants to be doing is go around. That's all it is. Like there's no personable things here. There's nothing directed at an individual or individuals. This is all about, can we get the flows out of there? All right. So if you feel yourself under a little bit of pressure, take a breath, take your time, and when you're ready, we proceed. So when it comes to getting your aircraft configured, if they ask you, please be ready to, you know, be ready for this departure. If you can, great. If you can't, no big deal. They'll fit you back in somewhere else. It's no different than if ATC give you an instruction to say, we want you to vacate the runway at Sierra 2, and for whatever reason, you can't get off the runway, you can't vacate at Sierra 2, you're either too fast or it's not safe or whatever, it's not the end of the world. They'll figure it out. They'll work something out. Okay, someone might have to do a go-around. You know, for us as pilots, we need to understand as to why this is the case. Why is it suddenly very busy? Why is there high pressure? Why is there this? Why is there that? Yeah. Just to be aware of it, because it can happen. You fly across the pond, even any of the other VATSIM events are very, very different. They don't have time for messing around. But this, for us, this is it's a live environment that we're learning, right? We're learning. So don't be worried if a mistake were to happen. It's grand. This is the beginning, right? And like I've been stuck waiting for up to 2 hours trying to get off a ramp because I missed a TSAT. 2 hours I had to wait. Try explain that to Michael O'Leary. You'll never guess what, right? And then, I was put in a hold and I even got a divert. Now, you're not landing at that airport because the weather is socked in and you had to go somewhere else. It makes memories. It's kind of gas. It makes memories, right? And to be fair, there's a top-down structure on VATSIM. Control is over approach. Approach is over tower. Tower is over ground. Ground is over clearance. You get the idea. So if control center radar, if they're saying, this is the way I want you to rack them and stack them, well, then the pressure comes down on ground to get them up and moving, tower to get them out and about, and then if there's anyone else in between, it goes up higher. So that's all it is. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, why are they look at him in his face. Nothing to do with that at all, right? So hopefully that explains things a little bit better. But the main thing here is, lads, regardless of what's going on, and it can be super busy. If someone has a hot mic, you know, they're constantly transmitting. I don't even know, is he still doing it?
Firefly 112, contact tower,
He's still doing it. So there's someone on the network that's constantly transmitting. So I'd ask all our pilots, right? All of our pilots, check your VPilot, make sure that the TX box is not lit up. Because if it is, you're hot micing. Your radio or on your system is transmitting over the network, and that's why we're getting that weird noise.
Shamrock 697 Alpha, was that you calling?
It puts savage pressure on the system, and it makes everyone's job a little bit harder to listen. So any of you guys just check. Is this still block 1? Yeah, well, block 2, lads, you can start loading in. And just listen out for your a gap to talk. Okay.
Ground Lufthansa 376, ready for pushback.
Lufthansa 376 standby. Right, Skyway 687, taxi Hotel 1, cross runway 16, taxi Whiskey 1, correction, taxi Hotel 1, so from Hotel 1, cross runway 16, then taxi Whiskey 1, Sierra, Sierra 7, hold at Cat 3, holding point for runway 10, right.
So lads, just double check all your VPilot clients that you're not transmitting. Because that'd be just a Jesus moment. Okay, someone fixed it. Huzzah, they fixed it!
Dublin ground, 55408 is off stand 616 Charlie, ready for taxi to runway 10.
When pilots see an area all lit up, positions manned, they come. Oh yeah.
Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3, holding point for runway 10, right.
Taxi via Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, hold short at category 3, holding point for runway 10 right.
Good stuff. Okay, what we might do now, lads, we might rumble over to tower and have a listen in, maybe? So we'll jump over to tower and let's have a listen in there now. Let's check on our radar and see how everyone is doing, right? Jesus, there was great excitement there for a few minutes, wasn't there? Right. Jesus. So here we have some departing aircraft. Brilliant. Now, where's my first departure? He's already gone, so let's just refresh this. And Firefly 702 is on the move. Where's 611 is holding. So 702 is on the move. He's airborne. And we can tune into Shannon control 134260. 134260. And let's have a listen to what Shannon control is going to be saying. It's a 4-minute delay on this. Okay. Thanks, Ibo. What was 260? Was it 134260?
Cleared for Deacon 2 Delta arrival for runway 24 in Shannon, 55702.
There you go.
Shannon control, this is Blue Max 225, sorry, with you descending through flight level 180 for 80.
Blue Max 225, Shannon control, squawk 5246.
Squawk 5246, Blue Max 225.
Remember, lads, the category 3 holding point. Just be very, very careful of that.
Firefly 702 cleared direct Derag.
Do.
Direct to direct, Firefly 702.
You're in the wrong place. Alright, let's have a now listen.
Gemstone 43 Delta, report passing altitude.
It's a Ryanair. It's not one of us.
2700 Gemstone 43 Delta. Gemstone 43 Delta, identified, climb flight level 170. Climb flight level 170, Jamestown 43 Delta.
Capital 676, turn right heading 310, vectors for descent.
310 vectors for descent, capital 676.
So have a listen, right? Vectors for descent. So you gave him a heading, and then he's going to give him vectors to descent.
225 identified, cleared back, so 2 Romeo arrival, descent to flight level 150.
He could be talking to...
What's on the backside 2 Romeo and descend flight level 150, Max 225.
225, so he's over there somewhere. So...
Shannon control from Shamrock 201.
Shamrock 201, Shannon.
How you doing? We're in Shannon, stand 34. The information Bravo aboard looking for IFR clearance out to Dublin, please.
Shamrock 201, Shannon control, clear to Dublin, Oscar 3 Bravo departure, runway 24. Initial climb.
What's the takeoff runway? It's going to be 10 right, Iceman. Check your ATIS. It's imperative you check the ATIS. So make sure you tune into the ATIS frequency in Dublin. Jesus, there's 18 departures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 Fireflies. We have... There's a hot mic on the ground again? Oh, Jesus. Lads, make sure there's not one of us. Make sure you're not broadcasting on your radio.
Ryanair 6 Max Zulu, surface wind 14 degrees 8 knots, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff, bye.
Runway 10 right, clear for takeoff, Ryanair 6 Max Zulu.
Okay, so there goes the Ryanair. A couple of Fireflies lining up behind. Another Ryanair in there as well. This guy's getting ready to blast off. He will blast off. And as soon as he's airborne, once the aircraft takes off, get your gear up, get yourself somewhat comfortable. Usually before 2,000 feet altitude, jump your frequency over to Shannon Control. That's usually when you'd contact them. You're airborne. It's an automatic handover. So basically, once you take off, you're clear of the runway, your gear is up, your aircraft is somewhat stable, and just before you get or in and around 2,000 feet altitude...
112, runway 10 right, line up and wait, to be advised, 2-minute delay.
Line up and wait, 10 right, Firefly 112.
So you can kind of see the knock on, right? So it's hurry up and wait. Get off the stand, get taxied, next controller. Yeah, okay, just wait here for a few minutes, right? You can see the crack, yeah? But they are very, very busy. They're very busy tonight, so. For the airliners, it's better just to have SimBrief file all the pre-file stuff. Yeah, can't remember what to put on equipment. David Bay, just use SimBrief. Mark says, it can't be, killed all flight sim apps. Uh-oh. So the visibility of Dublin, it's, I don't know, is it getting a little bit better? The wind is starting to pick up, so it's good.
Dublin Tower, Firefly 408. Firefly 408, Dublin Tower low, taxi, Sierra 7, hold at the catch free holding point for runway 10 right. Taxi to the Cat 3 holding point, Sierra 7 for runway 10 right.
Very good voice procedure so far tonight, lads. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Kind of mad, isn't it? Yeah, lads, just check your own vPilot client. Make sure you're not transmitting. Just double check it, yeah? So I think for the guys leaving Dublin, it's relatively clear. You're going to be holding short on Sierra 7 at the category 3.
112, surface wind 14 degrees 8 knots, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff, see ya.
Clear for takeoff, 10 right, Firefly 112, thanks very much, bye-bye.
No worries.
Rolling. There goes a Dougal. Brilliant. Get up the yard, Dougal. Now, as soon as Dougal takes off, we'll stay with Dougal.
Rogue 40 Kilo.
So he's gonna swim. He's gonna jump on over now to once he gets airborne.
Shamrock 40 Kilo, what approach do you require?
He'll jump on to the departure frequency.
Not approach or not approach.
Gibber got clear direct
Lima
DRAG.
Kilo, Roger, expect RNP approach runway 10 left, cleared Sutex 2 Romeo arrival.
Expect RNP approach runway 10 left via Sutex 1 Romeo, Shamrock 4 Lima Kilo.
Capital 676, present heading cleared ILS approach runway 24, report established.
Present heading cleared LS 24, can I establish capital 676.
Blue Max 225, descend to flight level 100.
Descending flight level 100, Blue Max 225.
Ryanair 45 Yankee out of taxi.
Ryanair 45 Yankee, taxi Alpha, hold short, runway 16.
Taxi Alpha, hold short 16, Ryanair 45 Yankee.
Shannon Control, Firefly 112, climbing through 2,500.
Firefly 112, Shannon Control, thanks. Slap climb 5,000 feet, please, if you can.
Climb 5,000 feet, Firefly 112.
Right, it's just traffic ahead, paused on departure.
Okay, so he's issued a different...
Shannon, hello, our Canada
altitude?
859 back with you. Sorry for the delay, I was just learning some new things. And he told me I filed my Oceanic clearance. I figured you would just hand me that back off to him and he'll ask for extra info.
Air Canada 859er, AFR, I have your clearance here. It's you can just confirm it with me. It's Mach decimal 84, flight level 340.
Mach decimal 84 and flight level 340, okay, 859.
Air Canada 859er, Roger.
So do you see the traffic ahead, lads? That's why you gave him 5,000 feet.
676, ILS 24, 12 miles.
Do you see that?
Capital 676, the surface winds 280 degrees 4 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear on 24, Capital 676.
So just remember, lads, you need to talk to ground when you want to push and start. You don't talk to tower. You only talk to tower
Shamrock 347,
for the runway.
pushback.
Mark 347, thanks for apologies. Your push and start is approved. QNH 995 hectopascals.
Pushback approved.
So Dougal's on the SID, he's following it. He doesn't need to worry about vectors, and he was just told, just as the other departing Ryanair was ahead of him.
Ryanair 45 Yankee, surface winds 120 degrees 7 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 1645 Yankee.
You get the idea, yeah?
Good evening, Ryanair 818, 2,600 for 9,000 on the Rossi 8, Echo departure.
So there goes Dougal.
Ryanair 818, Shannon Control identified, climb to flight level 230.
Straight up to 230, thank you, Ryanair 818.
Right, so we're on the back over here now.
Firefly 112, climb flight level 70.
Climb flight level 70, Firefly 112.
Right, let's go back to tower.
310 right, line up and wait. Line up and wait, runway 10 right, Firefly 408.
Okay, lads, make sure block 2 guys are already in. Block 3, lads, you can be getting yourselves up and running very, very soon, because you can see there's a nice gap after appearing, yeah? So if we jump back over to Dublin ground, 121.8. 121.800. 1 second now, we dial this in. Turn on your camera, Murph. They can't see it. You're talking, but sure, look, they can't see it. I'm still here, don't worry, lads. 121.8. This is going to be tower, and we'll listen into a couple of, or sorry, this is going to be ground, and we'll listen into a few more clearances.
Facing west, QNH 90907 hectopascal.
QNH 90907, face west, Firefly 301.
And Firefly 301 just confirmed a squawk 7326.
7326 on a squawk.
So there's someone on the ground that has a hot mic.
207, stand 618.
So whoever it is, they could be on observer mode. Lads, everyone check your vPilot client. Make sure the box that says TX beside the frequency on the top right is not lit up. If it's lit up, you have a problem. You need to disconnect it.
Hold short of taxi Sierra, that's a shame. Thank you though.
Okay.
Firefly 308, contact tower 118.658.
Contact tower 118.6, Firefly 308.
Good stuff, lads.
Dublin Ground, good evening. Firefly 505 at Boeing 378 at stand 617 right on the west apron. Read information echo, request IFR clearance to Shannon.
Firefly 505 standby, break Ryanair 32 Kilo Uniform from Hotel 1, cross runway 16, taxi Whiskey 1, Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
From Hotel 1, cross runway 16, taxi Whiskey 1, Sierra 7, hold the Cat 3 holding point at runway 10 right for Ryanair 32 Uniform.
Muse fan says, filing a flight plan but aren't receiving it. Right, Muse, talk to me. Tell me what it's doing. So you're trying to get your flight plan in? Couple of things you need to do. If you're on SimBrief, go down to where it has pre-file on the network. Go to VATSIM, pre-file. It should load in vatsim.net like this. Just a moment. It'll then come up with information like this. Make sure everything is reading as it should do. In the remarks, put in new pilot, call sign, Firefly, and your number, and file. Just verify you're getting the little green flight plan filed. Make sure you're getting that. That doesn't work, Muse. Go into the VATSIM flight planner and just reload it. And see what happens.
Sierra 7, hold short my 10, correction, hold at the Cat 3
Okay.
holding point from my 10.
So Muse, you're getting all of that, but ATC are not, they're not receiving it. Is that correct? Okay, Muse, this is what you're going to have to do. So if you're connected to vPilot, this is what you need to do. Let me show you. You won't see it on that screen. Balls. Hang on. vPilot. You can't see the screen. Hang on. Right, Muse, what you need to do, let me explain. What you can do using your PDC, you can send your flight plan through that and just explain to ATC, because you're able to send them a direct message. So what you need to do, on the left-hand side of your vPilot client, right-click the ground controller, right-click it, and it'll say send private message. And then drop them a message to say you've sent it, you have the green light, but you haven't received it. You can send him the flight plan manually. He might be able to put it in for you. All right? Try that and see what happens. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, try that, Muse, and see what happens. Hey, Conti, good to see you. It's going. They're very busy. Dublin are flat out.
Bye-bye.
And they...
118.6 for Ryanair 32.
It was busier earlier because they were trying to push them. They were trying to push them for TSATs, and I haven't gone through TSATs, so it was going to be a recipe for Jesus. But they've cooled the jets now. Seems to be working grand.
Firefly 301, ready for taxi.
Firefly 301, standby, break, Lufthansa 376, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Okay, there's a new frequency after opening up because it's busy. Everyone, you need to be aware of this.
Shamrock 61 Victor, contact tower, Costin only 118.
Let's see here now.
6 away.
You have Shannon control on 134.260. And now you have a second Shannon control on 124.7. So your departure frequency stays on 134.260. That's still your departure frequency. Later on, you'll get handed on over to 124.7. Just to be aware of that, lads. Again, they're going to tell you, they're going to give you the frequencies, but just be aware this is going to happen. Okay?
Firefly 207, taxi, Whiskey 2, Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
Taxi Whiskey 2 Sierra, Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point, Firefly 207.
Firefly 321, taxi Sierra, Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
Taxi to via Sierra.
Okay.
To the Cat 3
So again,
holding point.
there's more controllers coming online with that area, which is super handy, right?
Speedbird
The problem that they will now encounter is traffic creates more traffic.
Take a right onto Foxtrot, but cross runway 16, taxi Sierra, Sierra 7, hold at Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
Sierra 7 in Cat holding point, apologies. Speedbird 1229.
Look at all the Fireflies, this is brilliant.
And Firefly 505, I think he gave it to you, but to confirm, push and start approved, QNH 90907 hectopascal.
Push and start approved, QNH 90907 hectopascals, 55505.
That visibility is getting better.
Firefly 301, taxi Papa 1, cross runway 16, taxi Whiskey 3, Whiskey 2, and hold short of taxiway Sierra.
Taxi via Papa 1, cross runway 16, then via Whiskey 3, Whiskey 2, and hold short of 10 right at the Cat 3, Firefly 301.
Lufthansa 376, contact tower 118.658.
118.6, thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. We
Firefly 321, contact tower 118.658.
118.6, tower, Firefly 321.
Good stuff, lads.
Firefly 207, same for you, contact tower 118.658.
Contact tower 118.6, Firefly 207.
I guess 55505, I guess I have to facing west. Is that correct?
Firefly 505 will be facing east.
Facing east, yeah, 55505.
Okay, so just still good moving. Let's go to tower.
10 left.
The Max 225 Dublin Tower, low surface wind 14 degrees 6 knots, runway, correction, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Clear down runway 10 left, Blue Max 225.
Shamrock 61 Victor, surface winds 14 degrees 6 knots.
Utopian, you actually get my settings on our Discord if you want to go there, dude. Muse fan is sorted. Good stuff, Muse. Excellent stuff.
Tower Firefly 321.
Firefly 321 Dublin Tower, low taxi Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
Sierra 7, hold at Cat 3 for 10 right, speed, Firefly 321.
Dublin Tower, Firefly 207.
Firefly 207 Dublin Tower, low taxi Sierra 7, hold at the Cat 3 holding point for runway 10 right.
Taxi Sierra 7, hold Cat 3 for runway 10 right, Firefly 207.
All stations, tower will be back in 30 seconds.
General Aviation. Yeah, baby. Brilliant. Look at the state of that livery. Firefly in a King Air. You gotta love it, man. Brilliant. Right, so lads, just to be aware, right, someone was
Station tower is back.
Just that was quick. Someone was unfortunately in a hot mic situation. They were broadcasting on the microphone without knowing, and regardless of all the calls and chats or whatever, they've found themselves now with a little suspension from VATSIM. So you have to be super aware, because you can see the impact, right? Tower, ATC frequencies, other pilots, it adds a layer of scratching your head when you need to be scratching your foot. Do you know what I mean? So El Pelito, it was no one taking part tonight. It was none of the pilots flying tonight. It was someone in observer mode. It can happen, right? But you just need to be super aware, lads. When you connect to VATSIM, just be super aware. If you're broadcasting on that network. Do you know what I mean? So just, you need to be careful, that's all. We love the GA. Oh, Conti, thanks. I spoke to Toto the other day. I've been checking out the other thing. Ah, Jesus. Ah, Jesus. It's very good, that Challenger. Mother of God.
Line up and wait. 10 right, Firefly 321.
Good stuff. All sorted, yeah, all sorted. Thanks very much, Conti.
Blue Max 225, continue left November, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
Continue left in November and we're going to ground
Lufthansa.
on 121.8, Blue Max 225.
Right, lads, block C, the last bunch of pilots. You can start jumping on there now.
And Firefly 321, be advised, 3-minute delay.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, Firefly 321.
Okay. It's getting dark, lads. It's getting dark. Right? They mostly come at night. Mostly. Okay, so current situation is, let's go back into, fix your thing. Let's go back into the radar. And I'm using VATSIM-radar.com. There's loads of other ones. VAT Glasses is another excellent one. Actual fact, VAT Glasses. Let's have a look. Right, okay. So you can see the crack here, look. So look at this. So we can see here's Firefly 611702. So the first arrival into Shannon is just about to happen. All right. What else do we have? There is Firefly 112. There's a Dougal. There's a Ryanair coming up against the other way. That's smart. Here's Firefly 408 in a 737. There goes a little GA fella. He's in Weston though, I'd say. Here's Firefly 308. Looking good. There's a Shamrock. There's a Ryanair. And if we have a look, there's a DHL on the way out as well. Lufthansa. So that's VAT Glasses.
376 frequency change. Lufthansa 376, it's an automatic handover at Dublin. Contact Shannon Control 134.260.
So we have our first landing inbound now into Shannon.
Thank you. Lufthansa 376.
So lads, if it's okay with you, will we ramble down to Shannon? When they say 3-minute delay, what do they do with that info? Call back in 3 minutes? No, you sit tight and just expect in 3 minutes time they're going to call you back. You're just sitting tight. Now, because you're on the runway, there are minimum and maximum times in which you can actually, you know, stay on the runway. So the lads have to, like, the lads aren't making up stuff as they go along. They're following procedures by the T. Do you know what I mean? It was no different than earlier on when things got super busy in relation to TSATs and CTOTs. They got frigging out the door busy, you know. Mark B. Have a good flight. Thank you very much. Like, it got super busy because the lads are now following procedures. They wanted 4 minutes between the aircraft. Okay, if they want 4 minutes between the aircraft, you're next, you know what I mean? It goes into all of that. So what I'm going to do, lads, I'm going to portal, and not to New York. We're going to portal over to Shannon. So let me see, EINN. Let's go down to Shannon, and we're going to park in a place.
321, surface wind 14 degrees 6 knots. Runway 10 right, clear for takeoff. Bye-bye.
I hope nothing breaks. Slarty Bart is here. Thank you very much indeed. 15 months, man. Cheers. Good to see you. Caleb is here. Welcome in. Right, we're getting through it. Done. Thank you very much. Okay, fix me positioning of me hairy plane. We'll do it now, Louie Booey. And that'll do it there now. Right. Into the plane. Reset the camera. Oh, Jesus. Right. Reset the camera. Into me plane, Murphy, and over here, and Phoenix, yes, and ground, yes. Get the GPU up and running. Thank you very much. Jesus, Egg Barley, thank you very much, dude. 37 months, man. Cheers, welcome in. Right, battery 1 and 2, go. APU, or not APU, GPU. That was already on. Nav, wing, emergency lights, excellent. We can get some doom lightage on here now. And what else do you want to do? Let that all warm up. That's warming up. So we can now go to, who do we have? We have Shannon on 134260. We'll do this here quickly. 134260. 134260. 260. There's buttons being pressed. Martel, thank you very much as well. Jesus. Limestone says, Murph, how was me ATC? Your Lufthansa 376? Impeccable. It was brilliant. Well done. Well done. Jesus Martel, 33 months, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. You started a hype train. What am I doing? 134260.
121, Lip Go to Romeo. Lima, India, Papa Golf, Oscar.
Lip Go to Romeo, around 121.
Empire kicking, good to see you. Welcome in, lads. Okay, so we have two Shannon frequencies. All right.
Lufthansa 376, cleared Tipper 2 Delta, arrival landing runway 24.
So that's the outer.
Tipper 2 Delta, arrival landing 24 of Lufthansa 376.
Lufthansa 376, verify Tipper 2 Delta.
70.
And here's the inner.
070 for Shamrock 201, sorry about that.
And now we wait. So who's inbound? We've two frequencies up on Shannon. So we can go in and have a now listen, see what's happening. So we can see Firefly 611. It's that Gibbo. Look at that for timing. Right. Jesus, Hummingbird. She just gave us 1,000 bits, look. She's throwing them around the place as if they were confetti. Thank you very, very much indeed, Hummingbird. Jesus, lads. On a Monday night hype train, Jesus. Where's that button? Is it very low? I just have it turned down in my head. How loud is that button? Jesus, it was loud. Right. No pressure here now. But I do believe that's a wild Gibbo.
Shamrock 347, squawk mode Charlie, please. Shamrock 347, report passing altitude.
Shamrock 347, report putting passing altitude.
Oh, it's looking good.
Shamrock 347, report your present altitude.
Shamrock 347, flying 5,000 feet.
Shamrock 347, thank you, identified, climb now, flight level 240.
Get in there with the butter! Did you just see what he did? The heck of that!
Shamrock 347, climb now, flight level 240.
Climb level 240, Shamrock 247.
Ah, Jesus.
Firefly 611, welcome to Shannon, vacate left when able.
Shannon Control, Firefly 611, vacated runway 24 at Alpha.
Firefly 611, thank you, taxi Alpha, stand 37, good night.
Taxi Alpha, stand 37, thanks for the service, Firefly 611.
Firefly 112, from direct cleared ILS approach from 824.
Clear for the ILS approach.
There's Dougal inbound.
112.
Martel gifted 5 tier 1 subs like an absolute madman. Thank you very, very much indeed, Martel. Did you just see what he did?
301, turn right direct Oscar.
Jesus. Thank you very much indeed. Lads, did you just see the state of that landing from Gibbo? I can never tell him now, but like, you know, I'm terribly impressed. That was friggin' brilliant. But don't tell him now, right? You know, yeah. Just moderate landing, Gibbo. Yes. So somewhere out there.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 9095 hectopascals, Firefly 408.
There's lights in the distance. That's a Dougal. Okay. You're getting there, lads.
Shannon Control, Firefly 611, just confirm stand 37.
Firefly 611, affirm, it should be on your right.
Stand 37, thank you, Firefly 611.
Hard right, Gibbo. Hard right. You're on it. Look at my screen there for a second. I know there's a couple of seconds of a delay.
Shannon with you.
With you.
180.
Who's with him? You never gave a call sign. There you go.
Lufthansa 376, Channel Control, good evening to you. Identified. Maintain flight level 180 for now.
Very well done,
Gibbo. For now, thank you.
Very well done. Super tight, clipped it and all. Brilliant.
And Firefly 308, flight level 100, 60 miles west from D-Rock.
Firefly 308, Channel Control, good evening, Roger.
Just remember, lads.
Firefly 408.
Very loud. Just remember, it's an automatic handover. Once you leave Dublin, once you're airborne, your gear is up at around 2,000 feet. Change frequency straight away to Shannon Control. 134.260. You don't need to ask. Who's got a bingo card?
Descend flight level 190.
Descend 190 for Shamrock 201.
Okay, let's look at our radar here again, right? Very, very proud of you lads. You're doing a great job. So, okay, Firefly 112.
112, confirm you're fully established.
Nearly.
Fully established now, Firefly 112.
Firefly 112, thank you. The winds are variable at 2 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, Firefly 112.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3.
Firefly 408, speed 180 knots from Derag, cleared Alice, approach runway 24.
We've 7 more Fireflies out of Dublin.
Speed 280 knots, cleared for the ILS 24. Firefly 408.
Firefly 408, just confirm speed 180 knots.
Well done, Gibbo. Brilliant.
Speed 180 knots, Firefly 408.
Very well done, lads. Okay, so there is a decent gap.
Cruiser 1, speed 290 knots or greater. Shamrock 201, speed 290 knots or greater. Shamrock 201, Shannon.
Shamrock 201.
Shamrock 201, just confirm speed 290 knots or greater.
290 knots or greater for Shamrock 201.
Postman 9090, speed 280 knots or less.
280 or less, Postman 990, we'll go.
So you can hear listening to folks on frequency. You get the idea, right? I mean, you know, for some of them, and then for others, right, very good. But look, we've already had the first arrival here into Shannon. We've had 2 now, I think, and we've a lot more on the way. We can start seeing the lights way off in the distance, and that's starting to look good. Hey, JVAC Hugh is here. 702 is here. Nice. Awesome stuff, lads. Absolutely awesome stuff. Nutty Slack is here. Welcome aboard. Calm those nerves right down and breathe. Gibbo, awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. So at the moment, it's relatively calm. Relatively calm. Belber was ahead of me and first. Nice. Right. Runway excursion. Oh dear. You can see what's happening. A little bit close. Be super careful. You hear it now on VATSIM. All the double up on frequency. 2 people trying to talk at the same time. Here's an issue. Where's he going? Uh-oh. That's a problem. Right, have we got 266 007? $350 knots, Jesus, he's booting it. But yeah, you get the idea, right? I mean, lads, are doing great so far. I think there's still a lot more. There's a lot more activity still up in Dublin.
Uniform Sierra. Shark are on contact Dublin 12, correction, contact Shannon 134.260.
One 134.260 for Shamrock 201.
Postman 990, descend flight level 170.
170, Postman 990.
Firefly 112, clear of the active on Alpha.
Nice. 112, welcome to Shannon, taxi stand 39er via Alpha.
Man, Dougal!
Stand 39er via Alpha, Firefly 112, thank you.
Firefly 408, the winds are calm, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, Firefly 408.
He's inbound. Dougal, get in. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Man, look at the weather there, look. The way the lighting is, that's fantastic, look. We're brighten it up so you can see us something, maybe. There you just go. Very well done, Dougal. That's a 3, eh?
347, contact Shannon 134.260, bye-bye. Shamrock 347, contact Shannon 134.260, bye-bye.
This is great. You can actually hear when pilots...
Shamrock 347, Shannon.
If he doesn't answer, that's when you get booted off the network. Because they're trying to contact you. Ooh, that's an issue. Okay, 007 taxiing, 306, 305, 226 and 426. 505 has an issue. Gibbo, very tidy.
Postman 990, report speed to Shannon 134.260, bye-bye.
Let's have a look.
Contact Shannon 134.260 with speed, Postman 990. Yeah.
There. Firefly 308, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, the QNH 905 hectopascals.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 905 for Firefly 308.
Lufthansa 376. Turn right heading 310 degrees, just a short vector as you're a little bit close to the aircraft in front.
310 degrees for short vectors, Lufthansa 376. Oh, I am close.
Lufthansa 376, descend flight level 90.
90, Lufthansa 376.
Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Is that Alpha? Jesus. For the second there, me heart. I thought he was going somewhere else. Brilliant. Just here on Discord as well.
Shannon Control, 55408, vacated runway 24 at Alpha.
Very well done.
Firefly 408, Shannon, Roger, taxi Alpha, stand 42.
Taxi Alpha, stand 42, Firefly 408.
Lufthansa 376, descend flight level 80, turn left heading 295.
295, flight level 80, Lufthansa 376.
Firefly 308, no ATC speed restrictions, and from Derag, cleared ILS approach, runway 24.
Free speed, ILS approach 224 for Firefly 308.
Okay. Now, where are we at? So, if anyone has an issue with their flight plan, and if you hear something that says clearance via PDC, that means they're going to give you a text clearance on vPilot. Yeah? On vPilot. Where are we at here now? Let's see. Some crack starting off, wasn't it? Now, where are we at?
376, turn left heading 290 degrees, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the QNH 90905 hectopascals.
Can you repeat the heading? I can descend to 4,000.
Lufthansa 376, turn left heading 290.
So Shannon, right?
290, Lufthansa 376.
It's had 2 arrivals. There's a lot more inbound. Dublin still has a lot of stuff on the ground, which is kind of deadly, right? Let me see.
Shannon Control, Firefly 301, just passing Gerga, heading direct for DRAG at flight level 140.
It's a busy night for them, isn't it? Like, that's the whole point of this, right? I mean, as you know, with us learning the VATSIM stuff and getting onto VATSIM, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Now, where are we at? We're over here. Just making sure everyone's okay so far, and you know, if anyone needs help with anything, just shout.
376, speed 210 knots.
210, Lufthansa 376.
Lufthansa 376, turn left heading 210 degrees.
210 degrees, Lufthansa 376.
And remember, lads, when Tower give you takeoff clearance, go. Don't wait around. You need to get out of there because you're going to hold up for everyone else. If they're giving you takeoff clearance, you get out of there. 98 Vulcan, good to see you, man.
Shannon, Firefly 207.
Firefly 207, go ahead.
Firefly 207 is a King Air, currently on the unload 3 Foxtrot. Inbound unload. Unload.
Firefly 207, Shannon Control, Roger. Lufthansa 376, turn left heading 1905, descend 3,000 feet.
1905, 3,000 feet, Lufthansa 376.
And Lufthansa 376, speed 180 knots.
Hey, Bomber, good to see you, man.
180. And what was that heading again?
Lufthansa.
And the QNH 997 hectopascals, report right downwind, runway 25.
Let's jump back to Dublin.
Right downwind 25, clear down to Zan at above 2,000 feet VFR, and confirm QNH 997, Equindy Bravo, Mike November.
Affirm 997 hectopascals.
997, Echo Mike November.
We'll jump back to Dublin.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, contact Shannon 124.7.
Ryanair 1247, Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, finish.
Shamrock 201 from Oslex, cleared ILS approach runway 10 left. Maintain altitude 5,000 feet until established on the localizer.
Alright, scenery, load in. Oh, look at that fella.
Clear to Oslex. And remain at 5,000 feet until fully established on the localizer for Shamrock 201.
Sound power is on.
Postman 9990, clear direct Oslex.
Alright, let me see, back into Dublin. 118.6.
Shannon, hello, Ryanair 3 Kilo Victor.
Ryanair 3 Kilo Victor, Shannon, hello, cleared back 2 Romeo arrival, descend to flight level 150.
Descend 150 and the bag 2 Romeo arrival, Ryanair 3 Kilo.
And Dublin Tower, Dublin ground 121.8.
Hello there.
Hello there. PFX, good to see you. Kozaki says your battery died and you're out. Oh dear. It goes into your planning, lads. It goes into your planning. What was I saying? 121.8. 121.8.
134.26.
Ooh. It's positively nighttime.
November Kilo Romeo 54 Roger, but just for next time, please wait until the previous pilot has finished transmitting. Break Firefly 305, readback correct.
Wilco, Firefly 305.
Firefly 306, contact tower, 48.6 about.
So again, that's just the controller saying, hey, you know, just be aware of it.
Firefly 306, contact tower, 48.6 about.
Bomber, the bot goes mad.
11.
The bot goes mad when it sees multiple messages. It thinks you're spamming, so it's grand.
Tower, 48.6 about.
118.6, Shamrock, goodbye.
Dublin ground, how are you? Johnson 43 Delta.
How are you?
Johnson 43 Delta, Dublin ground, hello, taxi, Foxtrot outer, left link 5, stand 221, good evening.
Fox outer left on link 5 and to stand 221, Johnson 43 Delta, thanks a million.
Dublin ground, Ryanair 121, we're clear runway 01 left on November.
Ryanair 121, Dublin ground, hello, taxi.
Oh, the tower? It's still busy here. The lads have been flat out.
Leaving Dublin Tower from Shamrock 201, fully established on the ILS 10 left.
Shamrock 201 Dublin Tower though, surface wind 14 degrees knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Yeah, not a night for spam.
Shamrock 201.
So Bomber, if you see your messages getting lifted out of there, it's like there's a lot of people training tonight, so if they're using the chat, you know.
Flight 266 behind the departing company, A320 runway 10 right, line up and wait behind, and caution 1 intersection departure ahead.
Behind the departing company, line up and wait, runway 10 right, and copy departing traffic in ahead for flight 266.
Good stuff. Amazing stuff. Dougal, 100%. This is amazing stuff tonight. And okay, if one or two guys weren't able to do the flight,
when passing 2,000 control 134.
I'm gonna slag the shite out of Muse.
Shannon control 1,000, 2,000 feet, Firefly 007.
Brilliant.
Good evening.
I'll leave him alone for a while. So anyone who wasn't able to do tonight's flight, don't worry. Don't worry, we'll get a chance again. This could have been overwhelming for some of you guys tonight, which is absolutely understandable. We were throwing a couple of curveballs with the weather, with TSATs and CTOTs and all that jazz, but like, you've all done incredibly, incredibly well. You know, we have a list here of all the pilots who've flown this and how they're doing and all the jazz, so very, very good. Absolutely friggin' incredible, in fact. Now, where's this? So I need to copy that. Hello there. Mirth Games, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Now, let me see. I need to do one of these. One of them. So, just to confirm that everyone actually completed their flight, do us a favour, lads. If you've completed your flight, do us a favour, just put in your call sign into the chat now. If you've completed your flight last week or this week, just put in your call sign for me there, please. Now, what are we doing over here? Now. So yeah, if you completed, lads, just put in your call sign into the chat, because I'm keeping a log of it here. Do. 2-minute delay.
Roger, Firefly 266.
303. Yeah, the lads are doing really well, aren't they?
Firefly 306, behind the departing company, assist in the citation, runway 10 right, line up and make behind.
Line up behind, Firefly 306.
Bum 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 bum. 611.
Tower, good day, Postman 990, DRS 10 left.
Postman 990, Dublin Tower, long surface wind 14 degrees in knots, runway 10 left, continue approach.
Continue approach, Postman 990.
Martel, what was your call sign last week? 206. Man yourself. Do. Now. So what the crack is at the moment, lads, we're at Dublin. Last couple of Firefly aircraft waiting to depart. 408. Okay. Well, bro, did you enjoy it? Was it fun? It's getting misty again, Mark. It is. That weather, it went grand, and now all of a sudden, oh, Jesus.
Firefly 266, surface wind 14 degrees in knots, runway 10 right, clear for takeoff. See ya.
10 right, clear for takeoff. Firefly 266, thanks for today.
Please.
Okay, who else now? So anyone who completed their flight last week or tonight, just put in your call sign. Beautiful red skies, yeah. Kozaki, don't worry, we'll get a chance to do it again. Like if you had issues with like radios or whatever, well, hopefully you learn something from that. You know, that's all we can do. You know what I mean? Okay, right. Get extra batteries or put something else on charge.
And Terra, very good evening. Shamrock 2, Echo Mike, Sierra for Sierra 6.
Shamrock 2, Echo Mike, Dublin Tower, low rotor.
It can happen. If you're doing like across the pond.
Shamrock 201, vacate, November 3, right November.
November 3, right November for Shamrock 201.
Dougal, right? Okay, we're looking good. Let's see who's... We'll go back on the ground.
306, be advised, 3-minute delay.
3-minute delay. So back on the ground, let's have a listen in. So there's me parked up, not minding me my own business. There's a Shamrock over there. That's potentially one of us. There's a Shamrock over there. There is a one of us. One of us. Two? Am I right in saying two still on the ground? Filthy, you take care of me, dude. The effort tonight, lads, has been absolutely incredible. Considering 10 weeks ago when we started this course, some of you guys never flew online full stop. You've never dealt with ATC before.
Firefly 305, cross runway 16, taxi Whiskey 1, Sierra, correction, Sierra 7, hold short runway 10 right.
Okay, let's have a look. 1,
Cross
2.
runway 16, Whiskey 1, Sierra,
Dublin ground, Firefly 003, did you receive my flight name?
Firefly 305.
Uh-oh.
Firefly 003 negative, I still don't have the flight plan.
Okay, so if you're struggling for the flight plan, there seems to be an issue tonight. Muse, did that work if you were to send a direct message to the controller? Did that work? Were they able to help you out? I'll ask the question.
Good evening, Dublin Tower from Shamrock 201, currently on November.
Shamrock 201 Dublin ground, hello, taxi Foxtrot Adder, hold short link 5.
Taxi Foxtrot Adder, hold short link 5 for Shamrock 201.
So, Iceman, just go back in and refile your flight plan. Create a brand new one, same route, generate a new flight plan with the same route, resubmit it, and then see what happens, yeah? Also, make sure that your call sign is the same of what you filed and the same of when you log onto vPilot. Make sure it's Foxtrot Alpha 003 or 112 or whatever. Make sure there's no spelling mistake. It's got to be exact, yeah? So, for example, I mean, if you jumped in there and you've typed in FAA 003, well, that ain't going to work. That's not going to work. It must be Firefly Air 003. Yeah? Because it's so easy putting in a typo into your into the flight plan. You know what I mean? So make sure that's, you know what I mean? And then let's see what happens. Iceman is in the ATC lounge. We can start shouting at him if we need to. Did you get the idea, right? I mean, if you put in the wrong...
Flight 305, contact tower, 418.6, bye.
Going to tower on 118.6, goodbye.
Shamrock 201, taxi, link, correction taxi, straight ahead, onto Foxtrot, then left, link to stand of choice, good evening.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ground, Postman 990.
Postman 990, Dublin ground, hello, are you looking for the West Apron?
Hey, Farm 990.
Postman 990, Roger, taxi November, enter left, runway 16, vacate right, Whiskey 2 to the West Apron, good evening.
Left 16, right on Whiskey 2 to the West Apron, Postman 990.
Shamrock 201, taxi Foxtrot Outer, Foxtrot left,
there
link to stand of choice, good evening.
Unit taxi Foxtrot, Lima, link 2, left at link 2, and stand of choice for Shamrock 201.
And Firefly 003, you're cleared to Shannon, Olono 4 Echo departure, runway 10 right, climb, flight level 90, squawk 5015, airborne frequency, Shannon control 134.260.
Firefly 003, I missed your last message, can you please repeat?
Firefly 003, cleared to Shannon, Olono 4 Echo departure, runway 10 right, climb, flight level 90, squawk 5015, airborne frequency, Shannon control 134.260.
It's a pretty evening. Definitely need another 3 monitor.
Channel via Olono 4 Alpha, runway 10 right. 090 feet. Stop clear. Departure frequency 134.260. Squawk 5015.
And Firefly 003, just confirm Olono for Echo depart.
Firefly 003, Olono for Echo departure.
Good. Good. Bomber says, Murph, the person who timed me out here for 10 minutes deleted all my messages. This is wrong. Consider your actions. Well, Bombers, because you were stamming? I can't talk. You were spamming the chat, man. It was line after line after line. That's all. We have a very particular set of guidelines. The first rule is don't be an idiot. And the fifth rule is rule number 1. And then there's a few in between it, but it's if you're doing kind of line after line after line, it's, you know what I mean? There's no need for it, man. That's all. Right, now, 2 left. Well, 2 ready to depart and 1 or 2 left to ramble on out. So let's go over to tower again. 003 is up and running. We're doing well. Rules made by some people. Yeah, well, they're my rules, Bomber. They're my rules, man. That's all. Don't be an idiot. I think it's a very it's a very universal rule, I think. Do you know? Handy. But like, try not to get, too worried about it, dude. It's just all is well in the realm.
Dublin Tower Low, runner 3 Kilo Victor, 9 miles, 10 left.
Runner 3 Kilo Victor, Dublin Tower Low, surface wind 140 degrees, 8 knots, runway 10 left, good to land.
Shannon controller, good to
10
see you.
left, clear to land, runner 3 Kilo Victor.
Having no ground power in the GA. So if that happens again, right, you can there's a button. If you have flow, right, for this very reason, I've put it in there. If you have flow, you can like put in a battery recharge button, right? And failing that, you can go into the menu and you can bind a key to recharge battery, because it can happen. Stockholm Skies, good to see you. Epic Fool had a CTD. I don't believe you. Cy120, good to see you. But yeah, it's for next time, Kazaki, don't worry about it, lads. If you didn't get the chance to fly tonight, let's give it a couple of weeks, and even if we do a much smaller event, I'll jump on with you and we'll just do our own flight from Dublin to Shannon, right? And that's an open invitation to anyone who has, registered for the course. They didn't get a chance to do it, but if in a couple of weeks, let's plan a bit of time. Doesn't have to be even on the stream. We can do it on Discord. You know what I mean? So let me know. Send me a DM and say, yeah, Murph, I want to do that. The thing with the yoke. The thing. And we'll absolutely organise that, because 3-minute delay.
Roger, 305.
I don't want anyone thinking that they put all this work into it and then, wasn't able to take part. We'll do it at a later date. Absolutely no worries at all. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Are we having fun though tonight? It's been mad. I've aged about 60 years. Jesus. Do you know what I mean? Trying to remember the movie. I can salute too, but why? Magically recharging feels like cheating. There's no GPU option.
Good day, Dublin Tower, Shamrock 209, fully established, runway 10 left.
Shamrock 209, Dublin Tower, hello, surface wind 140 degrees, 8 knots, runway 10 left, continue approach.
Where's your approach, Shamrock 209?
Thanks, Shannon controller. Or if you don't look a day over 22, right? Forever young. Yeah, you're only as young as you feel. No, wait, no, hang on, don't say that. Just flew Shannon to Dublin in the Bandarante. The sim gave me 1-6 for landing. Beyond ATC, has to get VFR soon. Yes. Forever young, yeah, absolutely. Balmer, you're going to end up getting an absolute rap in the kisser. I'm telling you, we don't suffer Egypts. There's only enough room on this for one Egypt. And that's me. Head honcho, Egypt #1. I've been crowned it. Seemingly, I do silly things or stupid things on the stream, and there's only enough room here for one Egypt. Do you know? But yeah, maybe you don't have to go down that road. But like, just you know, all is well. Everything's grand. It's grand. Right. Thanks, Erla. Right though. Do you know what I mean? Mark has to go. You take care. Do you know? He's not Viper, not Jesus, no. Gibbo actually knows what he's doing, right? And I mean that in a good way. I wing everything. I'm winging this right now. Right, brilliant. How are we going now? Let's go back to this radar screen. And have a look. So 003, very good. 305, very good. Let's jump down the road. 505. Okay, we got a whole load of lads coming in. So let's jump into... We need a portal. We're going to magically appear back in Shannon. On the ground. Right, we're going back to Shannon. Brilliant. Saw Today FM, we're chatting about LVPs that Dublin had on today. Oh, really? Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, very salty, wasn't it? Jesus, Gibbo. Salty. Alert is barely, if not audible. Really, yeah? Hashtag, my sounds are off. This happened the last time I went messing with me VATSIM sounds. Landing rate 100. It should be recording this. Right, we're on. Right, what are the frequencies? Oh, 134260. You should know this, lads. 134260. 260. Oh, jeez, me finger. 260. Kazaki, 100%. Just be in observer mode. If that helps. What was the other one?
Firefly 426, verify altimeter set to standard 1013 hectopascals, indicating 400 feet above cleared level.
Ooh.
Sorry, I've now changed to standard Firefly 426.
Right.
Walker 2618 identified, cleared, Digam 2 Delta arrival. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Let's talk to the closer guy.
5505, descend to 5,000 feet. QNH is 905 hectopascals. 555.
Jesus, everyone loves an Aegis. Well, I will find then a more... Oh, wait, hang on. I will find then a more free Twitch channel. What do you mean by free? Some people said if you open up your mind too much, your brain will fall out. Do you know what I mean?
QNH 905. Heading was 305, right? 55505.
Firefly 505, affirm. Firefly 321, vacate left when able and taxi to the GA parking via Alpha.
Stuff's happening.
Firefly 321 is on the Alpha and taxi to the parking, GA parking. Firefly 321.
Firefly 207, the wind's 170 degrees at 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, Firefly 207.
Firefly 505, just confirm the heading is 305, so if you can turn right now, heading 360.
Wait, hang on, have they changed the runway? No. The winds haven't changed the anyway, have they? Murph, I need to take some time to read the last... Brilliant. Lads, be careful talking over each other.
Stations on frequency at once. Ryanair 557, climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, Ryanair 557.
I can't see any inbound yet.
Firefly 266, request descent.
Firefly 266, roger, descent flight level 100.
Down to flight level 100, Firefly 266.
Epic Phil, that's
Firefly
brilliant.
007, speed 250 knots.
Down to 250 knots, Firefly 007.
Lads, make sure your lights are on.
Speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, Firefly 266.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 330 degrees. Turn the dial all the way to the left until you hit 330.
Lads, make sure your landing lights are on. Jesus.
330 degrees 55505.
It's going to be 182, clear Dallas approach, runway 24.
Turn on your lights!
Clear Dallas, runway 24, Scandinavian 182.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, are you happy to take the approach from the Kerry NDB, or would you like to hold just to prep for the approach?
Maybe his lights are on.
I think I take it from the Kerry NDB. We'll fly 059 after crossing the NDB and turn at 10 Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo.
Let's hope his lights are on.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, roger from the Kerry NDB. You're cleared for the procedural ILS for runway 26. Report the beacon outbound.
Calling after the outbound for the procedural ILS approach.
That was pretty funny though, Epic Phil.
Shannon Control 55306, flight level 160.
Nottingham, correct and right. Yes. If they're not super busy, you can say thanks very much.
507, descend to altitude 3,000 feet. QNH is 905 hectopascals.
Epping Bird is like
3,000 feet, QNH 905 hectopascals, 550.
She has insults of mass destruction. Not suitable for a family-friendly stream.
Firefly 266.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, currently outbound from the Kerry NDB.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, roger. Next report, localizer established runway 26.
This is brilliant.
Established 26, Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo.
Where's my radar?
Ryanair 557, fly heading 040 degrees.
Uh-oh, where's he going?
Heading 040 degrees, Ryanair 557.
Did Port L003 get airborne yet?
Firefly 207, vacated runway 24 at Alpha.
Firefly 207, thank you, taxi Alpha, stand 21.
I felt that Gibble was considering his actions there for about 11 seconds, whilst finishing the last of the Guinness.
Thank you, no ATC speed restrictions, the wind's 170 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
What time of day is
Runway
it?
24, clear to land, Scandinavian 182.
Yeah.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 280 degrees and stop your descent at altitude 3, in fact, correction, climb altitude 3,000 feet.
Thanks, super tight.
Turn to altitude 3,000 feet and turn left heading 280.
Listen, just to be clear, I don't mind at all, but like, an Aegis, right? Don't come in like being an Aegis and expect to be grand. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work, like, especially here. We've very passionate people here. I'm one of them. Do you know? Like, it's... What do you do? Well, that's it. Firefly 301 has done his first VATSIM flight. Ah, brilliant. Naughty Gnome, delighted for you, my guy. Congratulations. Max lightweight. No, but like, you can be an Aegis, but like, don't be the Aegis. Do you know what I mean?
Firefly 321 at GA parking, thank you. Bye-bye.
Firefly 321, thanks for flying. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
Naughty Gnome, I'm delighted for you, mate. Delighted for you. That's so cool. First VATSIM flight. That's so cool, man. That makes the whole thing worth it, doesn't it?
Firefly 266, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 905 hectopascals.
Descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 905, Firefly 266.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 290 degrees.
Turn left heading 290 degrees.
Firefly 007, no ATC speed restrictions.
Yeah, let's have a look. Doodly doodly doodly.
No ATC speed restrictions, Firefly 007.
Firefly 266, speed 230 knots.
Was that 207 in, Laz? Who landed in 207?
Firefly 266, speed 230 knots.
Speed 230 knot, apologies, Firefly 266.
No problem.
Scanning, good evening, welcome to 600 VATSIM, flight level 30, view for 251 by Belleg.
Walker 2618, Shannon Control, good evening to you. Deegan 2 Delta, arrival for runway 24, descend flight level 160.
Shannon Controller, request.
160
Approved!
and 2 Delta 24 268.
Approved! Englewood, thank you very much for the gifted sub. The alerts are gone quiet.
Firefly 207 parked and shutting down. Thanks for your help.
207, good
Firefly
man.
207, no worries, see you soon.
Brilliant work, lads. Absolutely brilliant.
Shannon Control, Firefly 426, 7 DME from Olano. It's flight level 120.
Firefly 426, Shannon Control, roger.
Good stuff, lads. Right, let me see. Firefly
266, descend to altitude 3,000 feet from Derag, cleared ILS approach, runway 24.
Descent to altitude 3,000 feet from Derag, cleared ILS, runway 24, Firefly 266.
Did we have Firefly 321?
Firefly 505, reduce speed 210 knots.
Reducing speed 210 knots, 55505.
Firefly 266, speed 210 knots.
Razor Cab said
Speed
with you.
210, Firefly 266.
No!
Firefly 505, turn left heading 270 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 24.
Turn left heading 27 degrees, cleared for IS runway 24, 55505.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, established 26K.
Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, thank you. Next report 5 DME.
Go back to 5, Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo.
Okay, yeah, lots of kudos to the controllers.
182 has vacated Alpha.
Scandinavian 182, thank you. Welcome to Shannon Taxi Alpha, stand 37.
37.
Taxi Alpha and stand 37, Scandinavian 182.
Firefly 007 fully established, runway 24.
Go on, Muse!
Firefly 007, thank you. The wind's 170 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Careful land runway 24, Firefly 007.
Firefly 266 from Derag, cleared ILS approach, runway 24.
From Derag, cleared ILS, runway 24, Firefly 266.
That sounded like Captain Butters.
Flight team in UK.
Ryanair 53, correction, Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo, roger, winds 190 degrees at 5 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
Clear land 26, Ryanair 83 Lima Kilo.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 210 degrees to establish.
Turn left heading 210 degrees, 55505.
Until established.
Ryanair 557, turn right heading 080.
Okay, Nottingham.
Right, heading 080, Ryanair 557.
Firefly 266, no ATC speed restrictions.
Free speed, Firefly 266.
Firefly 306, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH is 905 hectopascals.
5,000 feet, KH 99555 326.
Walker 2618, I am going to need to give you some extra track miles. TMA is a little busy, so turn right heading 290 degrees and descend flight level 80.
290 degrees and 80 and then 268.
Do we have 308, lads? Did we? Hang on, there's a Muse inbound. Did we have...
Go 23 November, can you take VFR pattern work right now, or are you too busy?
Jesus, VFR.
Lufthansa 376, was that you calling?
No, I'm a different pilot now.
Your call sign hasn't updated for some reason. It's still showing as Lufthansa 376. What's your actual call sign?
Echo 23 November.
Echo 23 November. It is a little busy at this point. I can probably try and do that for you in a little while once all of the other Firefly pilots get in, but at the moment it's maybe a little too busy.
There's a cause in the traffic jam.
If not, that's fine. I'm just trying to push my limits. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Firefly 266, fully established ILS runway 24.
Beautiful. This is very good.
Correction, Firefly 266, roger, continue approach. You're shortly becoming number 1. The winds are 170 degrees 8 knots.
Continue approach, Firefly 266.
Okay, 207 is down.
218, I'm on this head and do any particular speed restrictions or free speed?
Walker 2618, reduce speed to 50 knots. Just trying to sequence some traffic, so you're currently number 3 for the approach.
Look at the border!
50 and Kevin Farm, I was heading 290 correct. 268.
Walker 2618, just for your planning, you can expect a fairly long stint on the localizer, so I'll probably vector you for about 15 mile final or so if that works for you.
What's the plan for 268?
Muse fan, that was absolutely manky. Did you see the state of that landing? It was gorgeous.
Resume navigation direct Oscar.
305 overhead Alano, flight level 160.
Well done, Muse.
Firefly 305, Shannon control, good evening to you, roger.
Direct Asgard for Ryanair 557.
Thank you.
It was 602, lads.
Firefly 505, just confirm you've got the ILS tuned. I see you going through the localizer. Turn right heading 270 degrees to establish.
Turn right heading 237 degrees to establish on localizer. Yes, I'm tuned in. 55505.
Firefly 5505, right heading 270 degrees, and I'll just get you the localizer frequency. The ILS frequency should be 110.905.
Yeah, I got the frequency 55505. Thank you.
And Muse is vacated. Okay, we've a Rambach Nord inbound.
Ryanair 83, Lima Kilo, thanks for flying, Susan. Break, Firefly 266, the winds 170 degrees 8 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Runway 24, clear to land, Firefly 266.
Firefly 306, descent to altitude 4,000 feet.
No pressure now, Rambach. I'm just saying.
Firefly 326.
Firefly 426, descent, flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Firefly 426.
Is he down?
Firefly 426, speed to 270 knots.
270 knots, Firefly 426.
Firefly 305, speed to 70 knots.
Speed 270 knots, Firefly 305.
Walker 2618, turn left heading 210 degrees.
Oh, there's a bit of crack here.
Ryanair 557, descent to altitude, correction, descent, flight level 170, cleared Oscar 3, correction, Oscar 2, Romeo arrival for runway 10 left.
Cleared Oscar
runway 505, runway course is 237, right?
Firefly 505, affirm the course is 237 and the ILS frequency is 110.905.
110.905 and 237 knots, so I'm turning to intercept the localizer.
Well done, Rambach. Beautiful.
55007, request taxi to parking.
Firefly 007, welcome to Shannon, taxi Alpha, stand 32.
Taxi Alpha to stand 32, Firefly 007.
Walker 2618, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the QNH in Shannon 9905 hectopascals.
Full 52995, 267.
So when it comes to, if you're looking at my screen thinking, how is he managing that? All it is, exposure level. If you use the drone cam, you can mess around with the exposure levels. That's how it should look like. .505 is in savage, under savage pressure. Cybok, good to see you.
Shannon, Ryanair 557, apologies, I missed the flight level. You gave me Oscar 2 Romeo, but I missed the flight level.
Ryanair 557, flight level 170.
170, thank you, 557.
Firefly 306, descent to altitude 3,000 feet, cleared out, approach runway 24.
Descent 3,000, clear approach, 55326.
Firefly 266, welcome to Shannon, taxi Alpha, stand 26 Delta.
Okay, Alpha, stand 26 Delta, Firefly 266.
Walker 2618, speed 210 knots.
Captain Butters, good stuff.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 065.
Turn left heading 065, 55505.
Ryanair 557, contact Shannon 134.260, bye.
This is excellent controlling.
134260, goodbye.
So 505 is causing issues.
Flight 305, descend flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, Firefly 305.
Walker 2618, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, and on the heading cleared approach runway 24.
Last Firefly on the way out.
On the head and clear to Sanchez.
Firefly 306, fully established.
Firefly 306, thank you, the winds are 170 degrees 8 knots, runway 24, cleared to land.
Clear land 24, Firefly 306.
It's great to listen to it, lads, isn't it? Like, there is excellent controlling here tonight.
Firefly 426, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH is 905 hectopascals, reduce speed to 30 knots.
Disappear here now for a minute.
Could you repeat Firefly 426?
Firefly 426, reduce speed to 30 knots, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 905.
Descend to 5,000 feet, 230 knots, QNH 995 hectopascals, Firefly 426.
Firefly 305, reduce speed to 30 knots, descend flight level 80.
Reduce speed to 30 knots. Flight level, please repeat.
Flight level 80 for Firefly 305.
Flight level 80 for Firefly 305.
All is well at Shannon. It's grand and calm.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 030.
Turn left heading 0305505.
Now again, anyone who's new to any of this is your first time seeing kind of VATSIM flights, it's the first time you've seen all of this, I highly recommend you jump on in observer mode.
Channel Control Firefly 007 is parked up. Thanks for the service. Good evening.
Ah, fair dues. Now, they might answer you back if they're busy, but don't worry.
Firefly 007, Shannon, thanks for flying. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Ah, aren't they very good? Muse, great job. Muse fan did the thing with the oak look. Brilliant. Water.
Firefly 426, turn left, correction, turn right heading 030.
Turn right heading 030, Firefly 426.
Muse did a thing. He absolutely did a thing. Brilliant.
Firefly 426, speed 210 knots.
210 knots. Can I just confirm it was heading 020 degrees, Firefly 426?
Firefly 426, heading 030 degrees.
030 degrees, Firefly 426.
Walker 2618, no ATC speed restrictions, and continue approach runway 24.
Good stuff.
No ATC restrictions in your approach to Sanchez.
Firefly 306, welcome to Shannon Taxi Alpha, stand 34.
Alpha stand 34, 306, good night.
Excellent job.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 3, correction, turn left heading 290.
Turn left heading 290, 55505.
Firefly 426, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Ah, balls, I pressed the wrong button.
4,000 feet, Firefly 426.
Firefly 305, turn right heading 355, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 905.
Here comes a walker.
Turn left heading 355, altitude 4,000 feet, Firefly 305.
Firefly 305, turn right heading 015 now and descend 5,000 feet.
Turn right heading 015, altitude 5,000 feet, Firefly 305.
Firefly 505, turn left heading 220 degrees and cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Turn left heading 220 degrees and cleared ILS runway, ILS approach runway 2455505.
Okay, so we can see from the map in here.
Firefly 426, turn left heading 330.
We have Walker coming in.
330, Firefly 426.
Walker 2618, the wind's 170 degrees at 8 knots, runway 24, cleared to land.
Just 426 on chest.
So you have a Walker coming in, then you have 505, 426, 305. Then I think we have a bit of a gap. The last Firefly Air is 003, just airborne. So he's on the way. On the way in. Good stuff, lads. That's everyone out. I think there was only 2 pilots who couldn't take part tonight. That is actually, yeah. Go on, Ash. There was only 2 pilots who couldn't make or couldn't do the flight tonight. But again, don't worry, lads. If you weren't able to do the flight, we'll plan something else soon. So we're hoping 505 can get down on this one. 426 is following. 305 also following the old train coming in. Very, very good.
Firefly 505, confirming you've got the ILS.
Stand by, please. 55505. Negative, not yet. 55505.
Firefly 505, roger, speed 180 knots, and you can turn right heading turn right heading 270 degrees to intercept it again.
So he needs to make sure he has approach mode armed with the correct frequency dialed in.
55505.
Firefly 505, roger, speed 180 knots.
180 knots, 55505.
Firefly 426, turn left heading 210 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Turn left heading 210, Firefly 426.
Firefly 426, turn left heading 210 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Turn left heading 210 degrees, cleared the ILS approach runway 24.
Firefly 305, turn left heading 320 degrees.
Turn left heading 320 degrees, Firefly 305.
Firefly 305, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
It was busy. It was busy.
Firefly 426, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, Firefly 426.
Good stuff, lads.
Firefly 305, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, Firefly 305.
Fully established on localizer. Can I reduce speed to final approach speed?
Firefly 505, great job. Yeah, reduce the final approach speed, continue approach to number 2.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. So, like, we know the pilot was struggling. We know...
Reduce final approach speed, continue ILS approach. 55505.
We know the pilot struggled.
426, reduce speed 180 knots.
We know the controller was extremely patient. But that little bit of encouragement saying good job or well done, that makes such a difference. And like, I gotta say, right, this is a huge advantage of flying inside the Irish airspace. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's when you get that sort of a moment from a controller. I mean, they know you're trying to learn. They know this. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, when you're in a top-down situation on VATSIM, I mean, there's a chain of command, right? I mean, instructions flow from the top, and you're only doing your job. You're just trying to, okay, if they want this, I better do that. This is how I'm going to do it, yeah? But a little bit of encouragement, it makes such a difference. Such a great difference.
618, thank you. Taxi Alpha Stand 23, good evening.
Great landing.
Alpha 2327.
Right, so 505 is inbound.
Firefly 505, the wind's 150 degrees at 7 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 124, 55505.
Only flight ever finished on VATSIM.
305, turn left heading 210 degrees, clear to approach, runway 24.
Turn left heading 210 degrees, cleared for the RLS approach.
But Kazaki, don't worry, dude. There will be flights with us again, and we will do FAA stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, don't worry. Lads, I couldn't be prouder than you, of you. Absolutely brilliant. Captain Butters, not at all, dude, and it was great. A bit of change, right? Max Lightweight, agreed. And like, to get that bit of encouragement as well, that's incredible. The controllers are top, yeah. Again, like, it speaks volumes for the guys at VAT Air. Like, that was a busy night in anyone's language. Do you know what I mean? Phil is basically controlling everyone. It's insane, yeah. But you Phil and you had Federico as well.
Established on the localizer, runway 24, Firefly 426.
Firefly 426, thank you. Continue approach. You're shortly becoming number 1. The winds are 150 degrees at 7 knots.
Continue approach, Firefly 426.
No worries.
Firefly 305, descend to altitude 3,000 feet and reduce speed 180 knots.
A little bit high. Get down.
Speed 180 knots, descend to 3,000 feet, Firefly 305.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I appear to have lost that stand in my notes. Confirm stand 23.
Walker 2618, sorry, say again?
Yeah, I appear to have lost that stand as I typed it in Notepad. What was it, stand 23, confirm?
Walker 2618, affirm taxi to the via the apron. It's at the end on the right, stand 23.
23, cheers, thank you.
Beautiful. And lads,
Firefly 426, no ATC speed restrictions.
At the end of the day, lads, right? Doesn't matter how smooth or how rough tonight went for anyone. You completed the flight. Ooh, get down, Julia! You completed the flight. It is... Oh, sweet lamb of Jesus. It's grand, it's grand. You completed the flight, and like every single flight I do on VATSIM, I'll do something wrong, and I'll learn something. I'll absolutely learn something, right? No, that wasn't me.
18 nautical miles from Olono. On the...
Do.
Firefly 003, Shannon Control, good evening, Roger.
Keep you to Delta arrival for Shannon runway 24.
Firefly 505, welcome to Shannon. Roll to the end, enter 180 backtrack and vacate right on Alpha. Traffic is 6 mile final, so expedite if you can, please.
Now, lads, listen up. There are options for VAT Air to provide feedback, okay? And I have a link here. I've just posted it into the chat. If you have click on that link, you can provide some feedback for the VAT Air controllers tonight. And feedback is important. They will read it, they review it. It's very, very important. 505, you need to get off that active runway. That's like, oh, Jesus. Like, you need to do a thing quick, right? Yeah, do a UE. Just tell them where you're at. They're going to tell you to back taxi, but like, you have an inbound aircraft, so you like, do it quick. But anyway, The link I've just put in there, lads, it's feedback that you can submit for the VAT air controllers. It's so important for them, right? Because it helps them, you know, figure out what's happening, how they're doing. And if you have any questions or queries or whatever, that's where you provide your feedback, right? So there's a link there. Do be sure to submit it, and they'll read it. They'll read it. If you need the controller's full name, again, you can have a look on, well, you can put in their SID either, but, you know, you'll have a look. Over in the map here, we'll say, right, okay, who's on Shannon Control? You'll see it. Phil. You can see up here is Frederico. Yeah. If you ramble over them where Dublin is, you'll see ground. You'll see tower. So provide as much as they can, or as much as you can, for feedback, but it's very important for them. Do you know what I mean? Gibbo says it would be nice to show our appreciation by submitting feedback. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Gibbo. So this is our way of thanking the guys at VAT Air, because, like, they kind of rolled out the red carpet for us, to be fair, right? Ireland it's a, you know, a couple of reasons for doing this course was, yeah, we wanted to learn something new, but it's also getting more activity in Irish airspace on VATSIM, because we see Adam every now and again. Well, every again, Adam's streaming now, which is great. So you'll see when he staffs up Dublin. Uh-oh, is that a go-around? That's a go-around. Oh, there's a missed approach. Oh, jeez, the humanities. Who was it? It was 426, you poor old devil. Ah, oh, Jesus. We know why there was a go-around, though, don't we?
Turn right heading 015, climb to altitude 3,000 feet. I'll get you a shortcut to get back in.
So we know why there was a go-around. So.
Sorry, Firefly 46, please repeat.
Firefly 46, I'll give you a bit of a shortcut to get you back in. Turn right heading at 015, climb to altitude 3,000 feet.
Turn heading 015 degrees, climb 3,000 feet. Thank you, Firefly 426.
426, you win the award for being...
Firefly 305, fully established on
the unfortunate devil.
Runway 1010 right.
Firefly 305, Shannon, roger. It's the winds are 150 degrees at 7 knots. Runway 24, you're clear to land.
Runway 24, clear to land. Firefly 305.
Now.
Firefly 003 at 140 feet, request the flight level 080 feet for departure.
Firefly 003, roger, it's a little bit early for descent, I'll call you back.
Roger, Firefly, welcome Firefly 003.
Yeah. Nearly there. What sky is that? What sky is that? What do you mean, Josh?
Firefly 426, turn right heading 055.
055, Firefly 426.
Carlix for Charlie Victor, say again your request?
That's how it should look.
For Charlie Victor, looking for IFR to Warsaw, where Shannon's down 4-3.
News fan, thank you very much.
Carlix for Charlie Victor, just confirm you're non-RNAV capable, or?
We are actually RNAV capable. I don't know why all the it didn't give us any normal SID, so you give us whatever you need. We have a GPS FMS.
Carlix for Charlie Victor, that's all copied. You're clear. Clear to Warsaw via non-standard departure after departure runway 24, climb on runway heading to 5,000 feet, squawk 5673.
Good question here by 99. He says, Murph, quick question. At Dublin, I was asked if I was ready to push and start in 5 minutes, to which I replied yes. In normal conditions, would you then just wait for the controller to tell you to push and start, or would you call in 5 minutes? I appreciate Dublin was manic, so I might have just got missed but wanted to check out. So there's no right answer for that. If it happened, Naughty Gnome, if they asked you, will you be ready to push and start in 5 minutes, and you say yes, chances are they're looking at you and they're going to call you back. As soon as you're ready, if you're ready in, say, 4 minutes, will you call them? You know, Firefly 235, request push and start, or ready for push and start. Do you know what I mean? So they're just letting you know, or they're trying to gauge it, because they're looking at all the traffic moving around, and they're saying, okay, if I can get this guy out, that'll help the flow. And remember, controllers are also trying to figure out, okay, you know, here's a general aviation aircraft, here's a Cessna, and there's a friggin' A320 ahead of them. They have to have proper spacing for wake turbulence and all this sort of jazz as well. Do you know what I mean? So, if in doubt, you just call them up. If they say be ready in 5 minutes, you're waiting for them to call you within 5 minutes. If you're ready before that, you call them. If they don't call you and it's now 6 minutes, you call them. You know what I mean? Good question, though. Great flying and controlling everyone tonight. It was great to listen in. Got to start the week now. Catch you all tomorrow. MDA, you take care, my dude. It's been incredible. This has been incredible tonight.
Cardinals 4 Charlie Victor. Apologies if I got in the way of your training session. I didn't realise.
Cardinals 4 Charlie Victor. No worries. It's just come to the tail end of it, so no bother.
Grand.
Firefly 426, reduce speeds 180 knots, descend to altitude 2,500 feet.
Oven warm dildo, IFR, chorus and elevated skill level.
180 knots, Firefly 426.
100%. 100%. This has been awesome, though. Really, really is.
Firefly 305, very welcome to Shannon. Vacate next left onto Alpha and taxi stand 39er.
Left onto Alpha, taxi stand 39er, Firefly 305.
Firefly 426, turn right heading 110 degrees.
110 degrees, Firefly 426.
Name is Odin. Is it? Is it name is Odin? Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. My alerts are silent. I don't know what I did. I broke something somewhere. Right, there's another inbound. Brilliant. Now, we've 2 left. 426 had to go missed.
305, vacated runway 10 right, 10 right.
Firefly 305, just for your information, you're landed on runway 24. There's 24 and 06 here at Shannon, so you can taxi Alpha, stand 39er.
No!
Taxi Alpha, stand 39. Firefly 305.
Sitting there smiling, thinking about all the excitement and sense of accomplishment for the pilots during
Cardinals
tonight.
4 Charlie Victor, stand 4-2 actually. We're on ready for push to start.
Lads, the achievement, like this can't be overstated enough. This has been a huge to-do. A huge to-do. And okay, granted, it may not be everyone's cup of tea. I totally get that. But like, to take pilots from like an introductory stage all the way up to doing an IFR flight on VATSIM, it's a big to-do. After a while, and you know you're doing all these flights, like everything, you're gonna pick up. It's gonna, you know, you're gonna get more familiar with it. It's gonna be easier. You're not gonna have to have the, oh Jesus, I need to talk. All that kind of goes out the window. But the initial steps of going from not doing it to now doing it, it's huge. It's massive. Absolutely massive, right? Sonis, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Admiral Neader, welcome in. This has made me want to take the plunge. There you go. And all the course material, all the content, the ground school document, there is a fully fledged ground school document on a page that I'll find when I do this. It's over on our website. So if we were to look in here and we go into the ground school document, right? This covers VFR and IFR. This covers the whole shebang, lads. From 0 to hero. Everything. If you want to do stuff on VATSIM or Pilot Edge or, you know, IVAO or POSCON, this is everything that you need, from abbreviations, charts, how to read a chart, airspace rules, all the different ATC stations, right? uncontrolled airports, the flight information service, the IFR stuff then that we covered. Like, there is so much. And this is only the start of it. This is only the start of it. Equipment, indeed. This is only the start of it. Like, we will be doing more advanced stuff at a later date. Oceanic clearances. More of the, you know, what are they called? Limited visible procedure, or limited visibility procedures and reduced visibility. All that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? That's awesome, Si. Brilliant. Yeah, like, again, use the AI programs to help you along. So have a read down through it. This is all for free, lads. I scoured the internet. There's some of my own bits and bobs in there as well. And everything's there. Everything you need. How to get set up. How to connect stuff up. What do all these words mean? All the abbreviations, the phonetic alphabet, right? All the lessons are there. And these are all accompanied by all the streams that we did. And they're pretty much edited down. Like, these are kind of learning material, so I try not to be kind of waffling for the entire stream. Do you know what I'm like? I'll ramble. But you get the idea, right? It's all there for you. And it's all active over on the website, and they'll stay on the website. So if you've just kind of tuned in and you're thinking about it, or if you've been following along and you're thinking, hey, I might do a thing, it's all there. The entirety, like, just 200 pages of this thing. I'm in Egypt, but there's 200 people in, right? Redman, thank you very much. A bit of volume in. This appears to be our last pilot coming in. Thank you, Phil. He's village. Oh, is he? Hang on. Oh, 003, I think, is the last guy in. We've one left. This is the penultimate arrival. But wait, there's more. Brilliant. But yeah, like, none of this would have happened without the support we got from VATAir, from the controllers. Again, all of this is voluntary. It's all voluntary, right? And like, I'm your man who stands in the background. The amount of work that has gone into this with Gibbo, with Rambog, the help we got from Adam and Josh.
003, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 905 hectopascals.
The help we got from Adam the Elder.
Flight 003, descending to flight level 3,000 feet, 995.
Ah, Gibbo, you legend. Thank you for the gifted sub. Like, isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing when people come together, communities come together, like, you can achieve the absolute friggin' incredible. Touchdown! Like, we're after getting a group of about 20 pilots from not using VATSIM, maybe haven't used VATSIM in a long time, or have never used VATSIM at all. After doing the thing. It's absolutely brilliant.
What's the plan?
Carver 4 Charlie Victor, if you can just push beyond stand 37, I can put them on 37 or 39er. Just if you can remain clear of one of the stands, that'll make it easier for me.
I've already committed to the pushback plan, so I'll just hold position here, do the engine starts, and we'll see after that.
Carver 4 Charlie Victor, that's how copy, thanks. Firefly 46, very welcome to Shannon.
So there's a pilot on the ground, and this is what you guys are going to pick up. There was a pilot on the ground, not in our group, very aware that there's a group coming in, and like, even he's shouting ATC to say, hey, get these guys in, I'll hang about. Like, that's what it's all about. We talked about, you know, airport etiquette, and you know, just giving folks around you that little bit of time, that little bit of space. And that's what it's all about. It's incredible to see it come together. And like, these are people you've never met before. You know, you may have had no interactions with them before, but they know the crack. You know, they're trying to get in. So we have 003. That's our last pilot inbound. He's going to be here in a couple of minutes. And
Firefly Firefly 003 from Derag, clear Dallas approach, runway 24.
Sweet.
Firefly 003 from direct, clear ILS approach from direct for runway 24.
And Firefly 003, you're currently doing about 300 knots across the ground, and maybe reduce the speed a little bit, maybe 210 or so, 210 knots, something like that.
Slow it down!
5503, I did put a speed breaker on.
Yeah, slow it right down. You're going way too fast. Remember, speed restrictions under 10,000 feet, 250 knots. Unless you're cleared otherwise, slow it right down. Jesus, you're going to be banking like a mad idiot trying to get in. Brilliant. I signed up and that was as far as I went until after today. That's okay. We had over 100 people register for the course. To get like, what, 20% over the line? That's incredible. That's incredible. Like, that was 10 weeks. That was 10 weeks of this. And as I said, the VATSIM guys provided coverage last week and again tonight. Josh and Adam have been helping us out for quite some time. And Gibbo and Rambog, we had to learn a bit of ATC, so everyone's a winner. It's been incredible. But like, this is I suppose this is what lads, when communities work together, when people work together.
Cargo looks 4 Charlie Victor, can we resume the push?
Jesus, the speed.
Cargo looks 4 Charlie Victor, A-firm.
Mother of God, slow it down.
Charlie Victor, thanks.
So like, it's a huge shooting star, yeah. It's a huge community effort and it's awesome.
Congratulations to all pilots who flew on VATSIM this week and last week. Mega job.
Mega job.
Firefly 003, establish on a localizer for runway 24.
Fully established. Brilliant. Give us says, what a great end to the course. We did it, folks. We got on VATSIM. We together achieved something huge.
Firefly 003, thank you. The winds are 150 degrees at 7 knots, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, Firefly 003.
So proud of each and everyone here tonight. Thank you for, thank you so much for all the VATAir team, or to the VATAir team, and of course to Murph and Rambog. VATSIM goal completed. Awesome. And you know what? I blame Gibbo completely. This was his idea. Murph, you know, it'd be great. He told me about 9 years ago, before they even knew him, Murph, you should do one of these things. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then years later, I have a great idea. Right? Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. This is a huge thing. It's huge. It's all very true. It's brilliant. But yeah, it's you know, it's incredible. Forevermore, like, you know, you've done this flight, that's it, you've flown on VATSIM. You've done it. This is the start of it. It starts now, you know? Shooting the visual is an added bonus. Rare to get good visibility at Shannon. Absolutely. And considering how things were a couple of hours ago, jeez. It's awesome. It's brilliant. I think everyone was under a little bit of pressure earlier on tonight. Everyone. Right, me included. But what a way to bring it to its completion. Absolutely brilliant. David Bay, awesome job, dude. And again, as I said, if this is something that you guys are interested in for the first time, you want to try it, let me know on Discord. I would be more than happy to plan some one-to-one flying or shared controls, all that jazz, you know. Dougal says, would absolutely love to do some Firefly Air VATSIM group flights. They're on the way, Dougal. Have to send maybe a box of chocolates to the VATAir guys, but yes, they're definitely on the way. Definitely on the way. And it won't be just flying in Ireland. It'll be let's do a flight from Ireland or to Ireland and beyond, right? And beyond. Pretty cool. Flying Tonight says, yeah, lucky enough to get a visual approach last week. Brilliant, right? What was your call sign, Flying Tonight? The weather magically cleared. Mad, isn't it? Belvoir says, well, I must say, when I think of it, on the 15th of the 8th, 2020, when I discovered the TTM stream, it changed my life somewhat. Great crack to be had. Indeed, indeed. 303, sweet. I think I already had you. I just want to be sure. Where is this button? 3. You should bring it to another FIR just to show the difference between. Oh yeah, 100%. Exclamation point Discord. We'll bring it to our Discord. Now what did we say? 303, wasn't it? Firefly 602. Done. Firefly 308, lads. Who was 308 again? Mystic Turtles, welcome in. Now, for everyone who has, as I said, Englewood, man, for everyone who has completed this VATSIM course, we'll be doing more later on after a little bit of time. We're going to go on to an advanced course, right? It won't be nearly as long as this. This was 10 weeks, start to finish. We'll probably get this other one done maybe in 5 weeks. The advanced stuff, as I said, oceanic clearance, non-precision stuff.
Cargo looks 4 Charlie Victor, ready for taxi.
Cargo looks 4 Charlie Victor, roger, taxi via the apron, left, Delta 1, Delta 2, hold short runway 24.
And it will include flying under FAA rules and regulations. So we focused primarily on the ICAO, and in particular within Ireland. You have your ESA stuff there, or ESA stuff, but we will do a bit of a conversion course on the FAA, and there'll be more advanced IFR stuff for flying on VATSIM. And we'll let you know when we're doing them, but we will be doing them. So, yeah. Firefly 003 inbound. This is the last one in for tonight, lads. Get the old pints of Guinness emotes ready. On touchdown. Absolutely brilliant. Isn't it brilliant though, all this? It's just absolutely brilliant. Touchdown. He has touched down. Absolutely brilliant. Now, how many flights was that? That took way too long to find that button. So yes, next Monday we start a Firefly Volcano series, checking out 5 mad volcanoes in the world. We're going to learn about volcanoes and all the jazz.
Firefly 003, welcome to Shannon, turn left on Alpha, taxi stand 34.
Brilliant.
Firefly 003. Can you please repeat the again?
Firefly 003, taxi Alpha, stand 34.
Read it back.
Alpha 1034, Firefly 003.
Brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We had 20 pilots complete our flight tonight, lads. 20 pilots complete this tonight. So to the VATSIM controllers, thank you very, very much indeed, lads. That was absolutely awesome. A great reception. You took absolute fantastic care of us. For those who are way more comfortable, you've made those who weren't comfortable at the start very comfortable towards the end. And well, thank you very, very much indeed. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. For sure, there's always going to be stuff, you know, to take away from any flight on VATSIM. As I said, I mean, look, I learn stuff all the time, right? I learn stuff all the time. I think from start to finish, we've had 24 or 25 pilots have completed the VATSIM checkride, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As I said to Gibbo when we were planning this, if we get one, and then we were thinking, Jesus, wouldn't it be great if we got 10, right? We got 25. So absolutely brilliant stuff. So I am going to disconnect from the network, but to all the VATSIM guys, lads, thanks a million. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we shall duke off of that. And that's kind of it where we are now. As I said, lads, there is a link there. Provide feedback to the VATSIM crew. And there's a link there if you want to have a nail gawk at it. And where is it here? It's over here, look. I'll do this. And also, over the next couple of days, I'm going to be submitting some stuff. I'll show you now what they look like. They're not finished, but I just wanted to show you. Where did I hide that now? Is it here? Is it here? It is. So pilots, all pilots who have completed this course will be issued with one of these over the coming days. I'll get them out to you. A digital cert. You're going to get a new achievement or a role, if you like, unlocked on our Discord. And then you have the full authorization to use the Firefly designator on VATSIM flights, because, well, you've represented us so well. You've passed your check ride and all is done well. So that'll be finished and done very nice, and you can print them off and put them on your fridge and tell everyone you did a thing, because you've done a thing, lads. It's not to be trivial or you know, you've done something brilliant. You've learned something from the very beginning. You've managed to put it into practice and you've achieved it. And you know, it's just class. It's absolutely class. Do you know? So as I've mentioned, of course, in the ground school manual, which is there is a shout out to a number of people who have helped with this, as I said, and we'll do a quick rundown through them just at the very end, because I'm trying to press some buttons. And well, contents all the way down to here and all the way to here. So acknowledgements. Just to say a massive thank you. So to Givo, the inspiration and technical expertise have been instrumental in all of this. The same at Rambog Mord, because Rambog was able to create our very own scope that allowed us to have Xbox and PC pilots operate within a virtual ATC environment. It was absolutely friggin' nuts. To both Adams and Josh for all the assistance in crafting the phraseology and also navigating our airspace. It's been absolutely incredible. And to the entire team at VAT Air for facilitating this training, lads, thank you very, very much indeed. The Limbics, he gave me savage help when it came to building this document, the formatting, where everything goes. So a huge shout out there. Of course, to Mrs. Two-Tone, she has to get a mention because, well, she's allowed me to focus on this, because a lot of work and a lot of time went into this, some 200 pages later, and I can't remember how many words, but there was a lot of them, right, working on this. And again, you know, we have so many more people flying on flight simulators, and that's in such a big part of that is because of Microsoft and Asobo, of what they've done. They've created this incredible simulator that there's now so many of us using. To Navigraph, for the incredible support through our giveaways and the promotions at the start of this very event. Even became an ambassador out of it. So a massive thanks to Navigraph. I don't think we would have been able to manage this at all without the use of Navigraph. I don't know how we would have been able to do this. So Navigraph has been instrumental there in helping us along for sure. To the VATSIM network, of course, they've established the largest online ATC network. The staff at VAT Air for providing all the cover. Parallel 42, get a shout, because Flow, I don't know how I was, again, you saw everything that I do with Flow between using the, you know, jumping from airport to airport, autopilot, all the job in there. And of course, Euroscope, and indeed AirNav Ireland for the reference materials, and also a shout out to the Irish Aviation Authority and the Irish Air Corps for your help and putting up with me, and DAA as well. And a special thanks to you guys, to our community. So much positivity over the last 10 weeks. I mean, for the guys who weren't flying, you're there cheering them on, you're there helping them out. And it's absolutely incredible to see. It's amazing. Like the hair stands up in your hands or your arms if you were lucky. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely incredible when you see that sort of camaraderie and friendship. It's community, right? And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So brilliant. Surprised I actually haven't intercepted you yet. It'll happen. It'll happen.
I put the car in.
Oh, Jesus. I think the alerts are working. Rambog just gifted 10 tier 1 subs. You absolute mad devil, you. Thank you very, very much indeed. But lads, the night is for our pilots. They have completed. They have done the check ride. And for anyone who missed out, we'll plan us something. And for anyone who might want to do this a little bit down the track, we'll plan us something. And there will be more. There will be more. You know, and hopefully, if you took part or not, if you found it helpful or, you know, insightful or interesting, well, then we've done a thing, and it's absolutely brilliant. All the course material, it's staying live on the website, twotommurphy.com. Do be sure you check it out. Every single lesson that we've done if you ramble down, go to IFR series, or the VFR series is there as well, and you can click in here and find the previous course videos. The whole shebang is there from start to finish, and a massive thanks to Gibbo for putting all this bits and bobs up here as well. And it's all there. That's where we can find all of the information, do you know? So that's it, lads. Thank you all so very, very much indeed. It's been 10 weeks, right? It's been 10 weeks. It's been incredible. And well, I want to thank you all for putting up with it. Putting up with me, right?
Jesus.
But yeah, absolutely brilliant. The Fireflies flying tonight. Fireflies are strong after this. You know, I can't remember when we started off and it was all mad GA and crazy stuff. This was not in scope at all. Getting our own community up and active within VATSIM to fly VFR or IFR.
Out of the refund.
And, you know, those who like the airliners, this has been a treat. Those who don't like the airliners, well, don't worry. I mean, IFR can still be flown in general aviation. It just so happens, typical IFR conditions, they might be a little bit too rough for that airplane to fly, you know. But that's it, lads. Well done. I couldn't be more prouder of you. I honestly couldn't be more prouder of you. And forever grateful for the help from Gibbo, Rambog, Adam, Josh, and all the guys at Fat Air. And everyone else mentioned there as well. Absolutely incredible stuff. So I'm away now to lie down, and tomorrow night we're going flying. What are we doing tomorrow night? Oh yeah,
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy. We're going. I was wondering why Dublin was so busy. Sorry, Mike. We're going flying tomorrow in a TBM in Florida. November 851 Tango Bravo. We're going flying to out of Opelika over to Clearwater, I think.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
And then we're going to, what's that place called where they drive around in circles? Daytona! We're going to Daytona. So, yes, do be sure to check us out tomorrow night from 1900 Zulu time, a general aviation group flight. And we all get to go flying together, which is brilliant. So, Adam is back in. Welcome in, Adam, and to Josh, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. And great job. Yeah, absolutely. Great job. Dougal got married in Clearwater. Jay Asher, listen, come on down through memory lane. Right, Dougal, say nothing now. Tell Mrs. McTavish we're doing this, especially, you know. Brilliant. But Florida, yeah. Right, lads, that's it. I'm away now. Thank you all so very, very much indeed. He's an absolute bunch of mad people. And you're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And right, that's it. I'd be still thanking people here till the morning. I just wanted to say thanks to the cat that time the cat came in, you know, and bit me. But yeah, right. Good luck to you. We're away now. Well done. Take care.
Larry red, Larry yellow. Oh no!
I've had enough of this Wowdy Webble sniggering behavior. Silence! Call yourselves Praetorian guards. You're not. Seize him, blow your noses and seize him. What did Spartacus say when a lion scoffed his wife? Nothing. He was Gladiator.
No, I didn't push you. Get out of the way, Vils, will you? Blocking up the whole show. Oh,